Well, hello, very good morning. How are you guys? Welcome. Yes, we're live here on YouGarden TV. My name is Charlie, and we're here with the lovely Adam today.
Hi, Charlie. Good to see you. How you doing? Nice to see you again.
Yeah, really good. It's been a few months, actually.
It has, yeah. Yeah, you had a good summer?
Yeah, really good summer, thanks, really. Yeah, I'm wearing the short sleeve as long as possible.
Okay.
You know, it's not shorts weather today, I've realised that. But we're getting there. I'm keeping going. But yeah, we've got another 2 weeks of summer, actually.
Yeah, we can still get gorgeous warm days, can't we?
Yeah, I think
definitely.
so.
Still possible.
Yeah, well, we've got lots of gardening to talk about, haven't we? We've got plenty of deals for all tastes and styles. You're going to love the show we've got coming. Yes, we're live here until 12 this afternoon. You can watch us every single Sunday morning and every single Thursday morning. And I've got to say, guys, if you're not aware, have you become a member or do you want to become a member of the YouGarden Discount Club? Please do think about it, because for £10 a year, oh my word, you can save so much money. You get 15% off plants and accessories. You get 7.5% off other goodies for the garden. You get vouchers, you get free P&P vouchers, you get all sorts and lots of tips and techniques too. So do join us for £10 for the year. It's so worth it. Right, do you know what? If you are watching right now, can you email us in? Are you a YouGarden Discount Club member? Let us know what you love about it. How much money have you saved? Because quite often you can make your money back in the first order. You could do. Yeah, email us in. We've got some emails going to read out shortly too. It's ygtv@yougarden.com. We love hearing from you. We love sharing your pictures live on YouGarden TV too. Right, now when it comes to deals, how about this? How about the discount code? We need to talk to you about that, because when you type that in before you check out, your postage and packaging reduces to zero. You don't pay any P&P. Just make sure you type in YGTV 3725. We're going to leave it on the screen for the majority of the show. So yeah, YGTV 3725. Honestly, the P&P is brilliant. It just takes it all the way down. So I know, yeah, all on there. Well, we're going to be hammering that for ages. We are so proud of this. But we've got poppies. We've got hostas. I've got one on the hosta out on the show.
Very unusual hosta, that one. We've got spring bowls. We've got things you can eat. We've got stunning rose of the week. We've got it all. We've got compost, Charlie. We've got Strulch. We've got everything. We've got the whole range.
We have, and so everything on the show we can plant now.
Yeah, and I tell you what, this is a brilliant time of year to plant, because the thing is, the ground is gorgeous and warm at the moment. It's been warmed up all summer long. We've now got the rain, so the ground is warm and moist.
Yes.
So plant all these plants now. They'll get their roots down into the soil. They'll get themselves established now, so next spring they can draw on the moisture, draw on the nutrients straight away and get zooming away and growing really quick.
So this is perfect timing.
Yeah, so many people think, oh, this is the wrong time of year to plant. This is the best time of year to plant, and also the plants aren't getting dried out and stressed like they were back in the summer because the sun's lower.
Yeah, and it's been a hot summer, hasn't it?
Yeah. So this is a good time. Bulbs, shrubs, trees, whatever you want to plant, do it now.
Joe, I love your excitement. We're so excited here. We've got lots of people watching. Don't forget, yes, you can email us in, but you can comment on our Facebook page too, or maybe YouTube's easiest for you. Show your comments. We'll read them out live for you. Like I said, we're here until midday today, so we've got lots. We've got Marisha watching. We've got Verna watching. Hello, Verna. Julia's watching. I've just been told. We've got lots. In fact, Grimmy's watching, and we've had an email from Grimmy. Should we read it out? It'd be rude not to. This is what's growing in your garden, Grimmy. We got some pictures to show you. These are fantastic. Right, Grimmy, that is beautiful. Shall I do a cheeky little zoom in?
That is
be rude
stunning.
not to.
That is, look at that. There's a beautiful begonia there. I mean, gorgeous, double pink. And look at even the leaves are stunning on that one. I love that. That's a stunner.
Yeah, the veining in those leaves, the contrast in those colours, they're fantastic.
And they love the autumn begonias. They love the coolness of autumn. They actually really come to their fore.
They look
autumn.
Stunning, don't they? Grimmy.
Wow.
So what's that? What, about 11 foot? Maybe more, actually.
I'll tell you what, get a bit of a cane or a stick on that today, because there's some big windy weather coming tomorrow, so get that staked so you don't lose it tomorrow.
Staked, yeah. That's impressive, isn't it? Lovely. I've never grown a sunflower that big. Are there any tricks to that? I don't know. Grimmy, let us know. That's fantastic. We've got some more, actually. Hang on a minute. Bear with. Here we go. Oh, beautiful colour.
Look at that. Again, it's dahlia time, isn't it? They love this time of year. I mean, they'll go all the way. I mean, because we don't get frost now really till November these days generally. So, these will keep going all the way through September into October, just giving you that late seasonal colour. Love them.
I always think it's so important to plan ahead for those colder months, because if you can get colour, then it's going to be worthwhile investment, I would say.
Definitely. Well, we've got a beautiful Nandina we'll talk to you about later on that's going to be brilliant for winter colour.
It is. Well, do you know what? We're going to be talking about so many different deals. You know what? Details on your screen at the moment for the compost. Now, this isn't any compost. This is the premium compost. You've got 50% composted wooden fibres in here, which gives the roots the space they need to grow. You've got wetting agents in here, all sorts. But people absolutely swear by this. And I know you're a big fan of this compost, Adam.
Am I? Goodness me. I've been using it yesterday. I've been using it for years, Charlie. I mean, I use it for my customers' gardens. I use it for my fruit, my vegetables, my house plants, for transplanting, soil improvement. I did once buy an inferior compost from one of those sort of big sheds down the road from me, like a builder's merchant.
Right.
I opened the first bag, and I've said this before, and it smelt literally like poo.
Oh, honestly,
it stank. It was hot. It was vile.
And
vile.
You really dislike the smell, especially if it leaks in the boot of your car. I've been there. And trying to get rid of that, honestly, it's so potent as well. But this isn't like that. As soon as you open the bag, you realise you've got something really quite special and different. And look, if you're a club member, the discounted price you pay is £16.97 delivered to your door. Don't forget, type in YGTV 3725 and free P&P. So delivered for that price. So it's 100064. People come back for that time and time again. Okay, shall we start with the favourites table? It'd be rude not to. Right, now, the crocus, well, this isn't just any crocus, is it?
No, these are a saffron crocus, and they literally are the crocus that you harvest saffron from, Crocus sativus. Near where I used to live in Bishop Stortford, there's a place there called Saffron Warden, and it got its name.
Lovely.
Yeah, it got its name from the fact that it was famous for growing saffron back in the day. And you get the saffron from the little stigmas. These here are called stigmas, and these are kind of one of the little female parts of the plant, and those are orange stigmas, and you can see them on the bottom here as well. Those are actual saffron.
So that's the actual saffron?
That's the actual saffron. That's why it's kind of one of the most expensive, well, I guess you called it a spice, wouldn't you, rather than a herb?
I suppose, but,
kind of the most expensive spice in the world, pretty much, because...
you buy a jar and you've got a couple of little strands in a little bag.
That's it, yeah. And I mean, just trying to pick it and harvest it, can you imagine doing that on a large scale? But you can now enjoy these in your garden. And the unusual thing about crocus as well, this crocus actually flowers in the autumn rather than the spring. So, these aren't flowering yet. These start to flower about October time, October into November.
That's fantastic. Yeah, but we can plant them now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the bulbs, there's huge, great big bulbs in here. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a little hole in the bag. I just want to get one out and show you, because normally when you think of crocus bulbs, you think of quite sort of... dinky little bulbs, but these are big, chunky bulbs.
Wow.
So get these in, plant them. What I would do as well, give them a little soak them for 12 hours or so in water, obviously, and then plant them straight after you soak them. And look at that great big chunky bulb. It's almost like a gladioli kind of size bulb there. Give them a soak, get them planted, and then, I mean, they'll actually start growing within a week or so. There may even be a possibility that they may even flower for you this year if you get them in quick.
Wow.
They'll come
They don't hang around, do you?
I mean, you could find that you might get first flowers this year. They wouldn't be till probably end of October, beginning November. But if not this year, definitely next year. And this is like what we call a species crocus. So basically, this is a crocus as you would have found it in the wild years ago. It's not been bred by humans or hybridized or anything like that. It literally is as you would have found it in nature. And look at it. It's a stunningly beautiful crocus. It's got those gorgeous purple flowers on there. Bone hardy. It will grow any part of the UK. What it actually enjoys is a nice sort of sunny, sheltered, well-drained position. You can grow it in the open ground, or you can grow it in containers. But what you can do, you can literally harvest your very, very own product from here, your own saffron, direct.
You can actually
your own
use
saffron,
yeah. Because that's the thing. I couldn't wait to tell guests and people coming around. By the way, I'm growing my own saffron.
Yeah,
I've actually never heard anyone say that.
I've
never heard it. That's
now you
brilliant.
can, yeah.
And do you know what? You're going to have beds, borders, wherever you choose to plant these, bathed in beautiful colour. It's such a deep colour, isn't it? There's a presence to that. Well, there you go. So £8.49, absolute bargain. But we're just getting started. Add that to your basket and just think, what else do you want to put in? In fact, fact, if you're like me and you can't wait, you're getting patient, go to YouGarden.com, click on Live Now, and if you scroll down, you'll see all the items that Adam and I are going to be talking through live between now and midday. So you might want the pilgrim there, you might want the pansies. Joe, I love those cypress trees. They're one of my favourites. There's just an atmosphere that they create. I also got my eye on the lady in red, the Miscanthus. But when it comes to hostas, I haven't seen one quite like that. But yeah, that is the silly string. But that's just one of many deals we have got. So before you check out, shop ahead and see what else you want to put in your basket, because you can absolutely get bargains, seriously. Right now, the Fritillaria, I just love saying that.
Yeah, these
it's a good word.
Yeah, these are stunning, Charlie. These are really spectacular statement flowering bulbs. They're going to flower for you about May time. Great big stems, and then this cluster of bell-shaped flowers on the top, and then that's almost like pineapple kind of looking top on the top there. You can see kind of looking like the top of a pineapple. These plant these nice and deep and plant them in really nice humus-rich organic soil. So dig in lots of compost or well-rotted manure or something like that. Get lots of really sort of good organic stuff into the soil, plant them. These can get, I've seen these get almost to sort of 70, 75 centimetres tall. So they can get really, really quite tall. Wow. John, my husband's got some of these in his front garden, and they look spectacular every spring. And there's my very first customer, I don't go there anymore because I've moved from where I used to live, but my brother goes there still. And I went there 40 years ago, right? And they've still got the same patch of fritillaries flowering even now. Yeah, my brother sends me pictures of them every spring, and they come up in exactly the same place.
The same ones?
Same ones.
You can't say that often, can you? 40 years?
Yeah, 40 years they've been there.
You might get that as well.
So these are long-lived, they're stunning, they're dramatic, and they will just really, really just sort of astound you every spring when they come up.
Well, talk about investment. That is good value for money alone. So, yeah, £10.19. They look quite exotic, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
It's that burst of energy, that pop of colour. So, yeah, 630-040. Again, the easy way to check out, add it to your basket on YouGarden.com. So that's a Fritillaria.
Fritillaria, yeah.
Right, now, the next one we've got those gorgeous pansies for you. Now, pansies have always got a place in my heart. My mum loves pansies. I remember growing up as a child, we had them everywhere, all over the house. And, yeah, these are beautiful.
I think you nailed it there, Charlie, as well, because that's the thing. It's one of those plants that has sort of childhood memories, kind of like daisies and things like that. There's certain plants you remember as a kid.
It's classic.
It is
There's
classic.
something just so warmingly traditional about pansies.
Yeah, there is. And this is a beautiful, beautiful mix, this one, because you're getting those three colours in there. You've got that sort of patriotic mix, if you like. So, you've got the burgundy, you've got the kind of the purple colour, some might say blue, and you've got that gorgeous pure white there as well. And these are winter flowering. They're garden ready. So basically, garden ready means they are ready to go straight out into your garden. You haven't got to worry. Go on, Charlie, let you whip one out.
Yeah, let's do it.
You haven't got to grow these on. Just literally, there you go. So you've got that fantastic fibrous root system, and that is typical of when you grow a plant in our professional compost. That's what you get. You get that amazing, fabulous root system there. So get these planted out now, and they can be in containers, they can be in beds and borders, anywhere bright and sunny and well drained. They're flowering now. They're going to keep flowering all the way through the winter. And next spring, they kind of get a bit of another surge in spring as the weather warms up. So, months and months and months of beautiful flower from these. Deadhead them, take the dead heads off, and if they're in pots or containers, even in the winter time, make sure they're watered, because you'll be surprised how they dry out even in the winter time. And then in the sort of the growing season, feed them as well. Feed them once a week or once a fortnight.
And they look after themselves.
They do, yeah. They're stunning. They're hardy. They're perennial.
Can I turn this one around? That one for me is just stunning.
Isn't that a happy face? Look at it.
Isn't it? And it's just that ombre, it's that transition of colour. Shall I move around there again?
Actually, they look better that way around, to be honest, Charlie, than we had them. They look... You can see them like that, can't you? You can see all those little lovely smiley faces.
Isn't it? It's just beautiful. You can't beat it, can you? That look, that pleasing greeting you get that from a pansy. So £8.49. So £8.49 if you're a club member for 10. You can't beat that. That is really good.
You could go
It's so good.
It is, because you could go to a garden centre, you could buy them individually in like 9 centimetre pots, and they could be charging you anything up to like £2 or £2.49 for one of them.
So this is less than £1 each. if you're a club member. So £8.49. If you're not a club member, still a good deal at £9.99. But if you're not a member, you can become one today. If you pay your £10, that's it. You're a member for the entire year, and you can start taking advantage of these deals immediately this morning. So yeah, free shipping as well. Don't forget when you type in the code. That's YGTV 3729. Sorry, 3725. So yeah, 410009. We've got more pansies actually for you. These are the trailing pansies.
Yeah, these are cool wave, and cool wave are just phenomenal because the flowering length is crazy on these. These can flower for up to 10 months. 10 months. I mean, how many? I can only think of a few things that flower that long. Gorse, for example, that you see grow in the countryside. That flowers for a daft amount of time. The Bowles Movericium, that flowers for a daft amount of time.
When you say it, I actually can't think of it.
Yeah, I can't really think of many other plants that. I mean, these are flowering now. They'll be flowering on Guy Fawkes Day. They'll be flowering on Halloween. They'll be flowering at Christmas. They'll be flowering at Valentine's. They'll be flowering at Easter time. They'll be flowering during the May Bank holidays. They're just going to, every season as you move through, they take a little bit of a kind of a relax during the summer. So July, August, they calm down a little bit.
But that's good because you got your other plants for those.
Precisely.
It's not easy actually to always find something that flowers through those gloomy, dark months. Imagine when it gets dark about, about 4 o'clock, isn't it? The afternoon, 4:30 in the winter.
It is.
You're going to have pops of colour to see you through.
But the thing is with these as well.
Look, I've been doom and gloom there. Sorry. I'll cheer up in a minute.
But no, you kind of lifted me as well because I get the SAD thing like a lot of people. So plants like this are great because they will kind of lift your mood in those darker times. But another thing about these as well, not only do they flower for that crazy length of time, these will tumble and trail up to 40 centimetres as well. So if you've got these in a hanging basket, if you've got them in a raised bed, if you've got them in a tall pot or a window box, they'll cascade down. I mean, that's going to look absolutely stunning. And look at the colour mix as well. I mean, some of those flowers are a kind of a solid colour. You've got some solid yellows in there. Some of the bicoloured ones as well. You've got a mix of colours. But, that's not photoshopped. That's a real basket. That is what you can achieve with the cool wave. So you've got the trailing going on, you've got the long flowering period, you've got this amount of colour going on in the winter.
So you could have that now.
You could.
In the winter.
Yeah, you will. You'll get that.
I mean, it's worth it for that alone. For that alone, it's worth it. And where are you going to put yours? Right, £11.04. Because I've got a pergola. Well, look, I've been saving some space from hanging baskets. But honestly, so I could get that ready.
Yeah. Especially if you've got
this.
And if you've got a sunnier spot as well. So a nice sunny spot is good for them to keep them flowering well. But the good thing, Charlie, is with these, because you can plant them out now, that's really important because if you decided to wait till November and you go to a garden centre and they've got pansies like this in a nice warm polytunnel, then you plonk them outside in the cold, they just go into shock and they stop flowering. These, if you plant them out now, these will acclimatise. As the days get shorter and colder, they'll go with.
They gradually get it.
They'll get used to it. So they'll just keep flowering because they're not shocked or upset.
How good idea. Well, look, a pack of 10 again for £11.04. So if you want some pops of colour, bit of energy in your garden through those gloomy months, then that's perfect. So 400967. By the way, if you want filled hanging baskets with a similar variety, then you absolutely can do. We've got a pair of those for you. Also brilliant price. By the way, when you buy any hanging basket from this live show on YouGarden TV this morning, you get a free bag of Blooming Fast fertiliser. You haven't got to find it on the website. That will just automatically arrive with your order when you use the code, again, YGTV 3725. And no shipping. So literally, if you're a club member, a pair of them delivered to your door, filled, ready to go, £25.48. That's fantastic.
For two?
For two of them? Yeah. It's really good. Here they are on the website. So this is how you shop. So YouGarden.com. Add to your basket. Look, normally you'd think, right, £66.99 postage. Type that in, apply the code, and then you'll see it reduces to £0. And there is that fertiliser too. It's completely free, that fertiliser. It'll just arrive with your order. So you're saving a lot of money then. And that Blooming Fast fertiliser, how do we use that? How often would you use it?
It's a granular one, so you just dissolve it. You dissolve it in water. So like a teaspoon of it will make 5 litres of feed.
Oh, so that's going to last a long time.
I mean, this packet. I mean, even though it's not the biggest size we do, this will go a long way because it's really concentrated. So you don't need masses of it. It's got the nitrogen, the phosphorus, and the potassium, the three main elements that plants need. But the additional elements in this are those little trace elements. That's what's fantastic about this. It's got things like iron and molybdenum and boron, and all those trace elements. They're only there in microscopic amounts, but they're critical. They're critical to our health. They're critical to plant health, and you can see it's a little pinky coloured granular fertiliser that dissolves in water, and you can actually water it direct onto the roots, or you can foliar feed, which means at the end of the day when the sun's gone, you can wash it over the foliage and it will go in through the leaves instead of through the roots. You can do either or.
So it does work though, because I hear various different thoughts.
I've used it. I need to get another tub because I've only got about that much left. Yeah, it
makes a huge difference,
awesome, Charlie. Because as I say, you're not just getting the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. You're getting all those little trace elements as well. It's like multivitamins for your plants, if you like.
Really, and that's how you get that depth of cover, the beautiful, gorgeous blooms. And so, if you want to give your plants the best, and who wouldn't? Well, just use our fertiliser. It comes with it. So we have got different varieties as well, but that's the cool wave on the side of your screen. But shop ahead on the website if you can do, or click on live, scroll down, you'll see all these amazing deals that we're going through. But when you get the baskets, you get the free fertiliser. Okay, then next we've got a rose now.
We have, this is our rose of the week.
Rose of the week, of course.
This rose is really teasing us, Charlie, because it's got a really nice fragrance, and I've just been waiting for that bud to come out. It's on the way.
It's on the way. Shall I turn it around?
Yeah, on Thursday, that bud was really, really almost showing no colour at all, and Beck said, come Sunday, it might have just popped open, but it's still teasing us a little bit.
It is. It's nearly there.
Nearly there. So, hopefully by the time we get on to our next rose of the week, it'll have popped open, because this is a stunner, this rose. Burgundy Ice, it's called. And it's fragrant, it's hardy, it's got very, very disease-resistant foliage, it's multi-flowering, it's like what's known as a floribunda. So you get masses and masses of flowers on the end of each stem. It repeats flowers as well, or what they call remontant. So all the way from June, July, August, September into October, you're going to get these flushes of flower. Only gets to about 1 metre tall, so it's a nice compact
manageable,
rose.
Isn't it? Then?
Really manageable. You can grow it in a container. You can grow it in the beds and borders, obviously, and look at the flower. I mean, it's so beautiful, that flower, isn't it?
So these are our actual videos. This is what we took the other day in the nurseries a few days ago. Yeah. Wow. They are massive, actually, aren't they? The blue. They're beautiful. And do you know what? When it comes to that colour of the rose, because I've seen lots of pale pinks recently, but actually that's a really lovely, decadent colour. That is indulgent, that colour, isn't it? Well, it arrives in a 4-litre pot, and if you've got this, just remember, normally £29.99. That's what the recommended retail price would be. But now it's £16.99. You're saving a lot of money here. In fact, it's better than half price if you are a YouGarden Discount Club member. Yes, you members pay £14.44.
That's crazy.
That's brilliant for a potted rose.
Do you know what, Charlie? That is berserk. That is bananas. £14.44. I mean, can you imagine walking into your local garden centre, you pick this rose up, you put it on the counter, you say to them, right, I want this rose, I don't want to pay that price.
Yeah.
I want a discounted price. I want £14.44 for this rose.
Yeah.
This is my address. By the way, I live 25 miles away. Can you drop it off to me within 3 days?
This is a good point, this.
Yeah.
Can I have around about half price, please? And can you drive it to my door? For free? They wouldn't do it.
Sorry, mate.
They'd probably say something.
They would, yeah. But, and this is very typical of what we're going to send out to you. And there's just one thing we always point out, the little knuckly bit at the base of the rose there, or what's known as the union. We always say, when you finally plant your rose, make sure that's between 1 inch and ½ inch below the soil level.
Right.
That's just that little knuckly bit.
To down here?
Yeah, that little woody bit at the base.
The union,
Yeah. And that needs to go under the ground between 1 inch and ½ inch. That's it. Exactly like that. So
around about there.
So that's what it would look like in the ground. And the reason that you do that is because it stops the suckers growing from the rootstock, but also it means the rose gets really established, and in the wintertime it doesn't come loose and rock about in the soil.
I understand. You know what, when you say it like that, it is a bargain, isn't it? So make sure you type in the code YGTV 3725 to get free P&P. It's £14. Oh, £40.44. I still can't believe I'm saying that. So yeah, 530563. Right, now, look, when you invest in time, when you invest in money in gardening, a good compost is worth every single penny. The amount of feedback we get for this is incredible. People come back to buy more and more and more of this.
They do.
You know, and it's not just any compost. And as soon as you actually put your hands in it, this is why we can't stop touching it. It feels instantly different to the stuff you buy, DIY stores.
Definitely.
Lots of other garden centres too.
Absolutely. I mean, I will fess up actually. My other half yesterday did go out and buy another bag of...
Don't say it.
He did.
Don't say it.
He bought another bag of different compost, that compost that creates miracles. It's like a miracle.
I know the one.
Creating compost. And when I emptied it out the bag, I mean, it was quite good consistency, but it just didn't feel like this compost.
Were there arguments?
Well...
Are you okay now?
We didn't fall out over it. We needed to kind of make some emergency videos for something, and I'd run out of this compost, so so we had to use this other stuff. Needs must, yeah. But honestly, I mean, I use this all the time. I use it for my customers, and one thing I want to say right from the beginning with this as well: you can store this. So if you want to get lots of bags of this, you can stock up on it. Provided you store it somewhere dark and cool and dry, you can keep it for months and months and months, and then it's there when you need it. And of course, this time of year, you're going to use loads of this. First thing to say about it, it's peat reduced. It's been peat reduced for a long, long time, and even some of the peat we have or do use has been made from renewable sphagnum moss. There's a wetting agent in this, so that means if it ever does dry out, it will rehydrate very, very quickly. It's got that composted wood fibre, and that's what gives it this...
That's a big thing for me,
That's what gives you this beautiful open texture.
Because roots need space as well to grow.
They do,
and that's what helps with drainage and all sorts, those wood fibres.
Like the little pro plugs, for example, when you plant those in here, immediately they're getting their roots down into this compost because they're getting the air, they're getting the oxygen, and also something else they're going to find are little tiny beads in the soil, and they're your slow release fertiliser, and that's going to feed your plant for up to 6 months. pH balance as well, Charlie. This so it means it's not too acid, it's not too alkaline, so it's going to suit the vast majority of plants.
Nice.
And you can see Sean there using it for all sorts of different things, potting on little perennials, topping up his troughs and things for his bedding and his bulbs. So this time of year, as we transition from all the summer pots and summer bedding, stock up on this, because when you refill those pots, and by the way, if you're in garden centres and you're seeing bulbs and they're saying buy bulb fibre, don't bother.
No.
Don't waste your money on bulb fibre. It's marketing. Just get this. This is brilliant for bulbs. How do I know? Because I've grown bulbs in it for years.
Really? So this is what you would use for that too?
Ideal. Fabulous for bulbs.
It's nice to have a good compost that's just, it's going to do all of your plants good. Now, do you know what I love about this? We don't waste money pouring it, investing into fancy packaging. All the money is invested in the goodness in the actual compost. So that's how they arrive. It's the real deal. It's like a professional gardener's secret, this, but you can have it in your garden. So it's 2 of them for £16.97. Thanks so much for everyone who's literally buying it right now. We've got a lot of people returning to stock up whilst you've got it, and if you add in that code, well, it just reduces that delivery cost. So how about that? Right, hang on, £19.97. That should be £23.97. Wow, absolutely wow. So type in the code. Yeah, that is a bargain. And look at all these reviews. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. It's pretty much 5-star. That is remarkable, really. How often do you see reviews that dramatically high? People love it because they see the difference. I'm sure lots of these people, perhaps they did buy those, those bags of compost that smells, the sludgy stuff you get from garden centres. Lumpy, and then they buy this, and you see the difference. Can I show you this photo? Because this honestly makes the difference. Because look, that could be what your plants are normally getting, the one below there. That's probably what they're normally getting. But when you get all the ingredients we've talked about, that's what you can get. And that's only going to result in deeper colours, bigger blooms then, isn't it?
More health, all that kind of healthier plants, stronger plants, more long-lived plants. And, it's like us. And if we've got a really healthy lymphatic system, if all our veins and arteries are all healthy and stuff, healthy diet, then we're healthy,
What's inside, if your inside's healthy, this is it. It makes you think, doesn't it? Professional compost. We could talk about that for hours, as you probably guessed. But £16.97. Right. Okay, what should we do next then?
Now I'm going to get you to do so. Give this a little scrunch, and then smell your hands.
Okay, all right. Ooh, it's got
It's quite nutty, isn't it?
Yes. Like earthy,
That's
rustic.
It. Yeah. So
This
this has got lots of facets to it. This viburnum. It's got that. Yeah, that. I mean, some people don't like it. I do like it. I think it's quite a.
It's like a smoky, like a woody.
Yeah, it's got that.
Oh, when you get this home, do that because that is lovely.
Yeah,
like a sandalwoody kind of.
It has. It's got that gorgeous fragrant foliage on there.
That's lovely. That's like natural.
Another really fantastic thing about this plant is the foliage. The foliage is gorgeous all throughout the summer. You've got these beautiful, wonderfully ribbed leaves, but you can see now it's going from that luscious green to these gorgeous red colours. So you're getting that autumn colour kicking in, and then is it going to be bare sticks all winter? This one isn't, because the magic actually happens during the dormant time of year, because this is actually a winter flowering shrub.
Oh, I love the sound of these.
This can start flowering from October all the way through November into December, January, February. Masses and masses of clusters of soft pink flowers with the most amazing fragrance.
Really?
Yeah, I've got this in my own garden. I adore viburnums, the winter flowering viburnums. It's got a wonderful upright habit to it. You can see that here. A nice open, doesn't need pruning. It can get to a couple of 2 or 3 metres tall eventually. And if you ever did want to prune it, sort of mid-spring, late spring, prune it down to the height you want, and the new growth that comes through will give you flower the following winter. But yeah, I mean, and look at the size of this. I mean, this plant is gorgeous.
£50.29, yeah.
I mean, that is just stunningly healthy. So, again, I mean, just to kind of summarise on this, you've got beautiful, beautiful green foliage during the summer. You've got those lovely, lovely autumn colours kicking on the leaves. You've got the lovely dark stems there. And then in the winter time, for week after week after week, these fabulous, gorgeous pink flowers. And that amazing, amazing fragrance. This, if you're going to invest in one shrub today, honestly, go for this one. Get it home, plant it straight away. Within a week or 10 days, the roots will already be down into the soil. It will already root itself in. It may even flower for you this winter, but if not, it will definitely flower for you next year. And next spring, it will romp away again because you planted it in the autumn. You've got it established. And for year after year after year, it will flower. And they grow in any soil, clay, sand. They're not fussed. Really not fussed.
They're not. And I'm looking at these, the actual flowers there. So around winter, there's something quite peaceful about that. Something quite romantic looking plants, actually.
It is lovely.
Like flowers, they're lovely.
And also, sometimes in late winter, you get those sort of milder days. You even see the odd bee sort of come out and go onto the flowers.
Oh, that's going to be lovely. So we're going to read some comments. We're just going to get them loaded. But if you'd like to check out your baskets with this, then delivered for £15.29. So that's 510709. Don't forget, you can comment on Facebook. You can comment on YouTube as well. If you prefer to email us, send us some photos. How's your garden looking at the moment? Send us an email. It's ygtv@yougarden.com. If there's any questions, anything at all, if you're new to gardening, you may have been gardening for years and years and years, any questions, we'd love to help you out if we can do. What plant do you want to get shown live here on YouGarden TV? We can show them for you live. Email them in, they come to this iPad and I can show them there. I've had a question from Facebook. Amanda's been in touch, actually. Can they viburnum go in part shade?
Yeah.
Great question, Amanda.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That would be fine. Yeah. If it gets sun half the day, that would be no problem at all.
Oh, there we go. Amanda, there you go. If you choose to go for it, send us pictures once it's in and once it's flowering. We'd love to see the progress there. Thanks, Amanda. But yeah, thanks to all of you watching. Right, so we've got the viburnum. We've got the fig tree here as well. We've got plenty to go through, haven't we?
Yeah, lots of great stuff. We've got a standard fig as well, which is really, really good. I love the standards. Because the good thing about the standards is you've got planting space underneath. So if you're in a really, really small space, perhaps you're just 3 floors up and just got a balcony, then you could grow this in a pot or a container and you can plant right up underneath it. And then you've got that kind of the vertical height of it, giving you foliage higher up. And again, it's another one of these plants that's multifaceted. So, if you want to, you can enjoy the figs on this because it will produce real figs. But it also has really dramatic foliage as well.
Yeah, it has, isn't it? They're beautiful, and I've seen this time and time again. People absolutely adore it. Well, I know Sean loves this. In fact, we've got a video to show you just how well this brilliantly looks in his garden. Let's check out the fig tree.
So one of the most popular figs at YouGarden is the brown turkey standard, and this is what you get. And it looks really nice, doesn't it? Really nice. You can imagine this is going to be full of foliage once we get into May. but I've had mine about 10 years. And you can see it's exactly the same size in terms of the stem, but look how it's thickened up. Look at the structure, that massive open gobbler. And I promise you, in summer, when you get the leaves followed by the fruit, it looks absolutely amazing. Now, they are fully winter hardy to around about -15. They can grow in a relatively small pot, and actually, by being contained, you tend to get a bigger yield. If you plant it in the ground, you're likely to get lots of great foliage, but maybe not as much fruit. And all they really need is a nice sunny position. And the great thing is, with this very popular variety known as brown turkey, these can live for decades. Figs are very, very long-lived. So this is already at least 10 years old, and I think it's got many, many more decades in it. So if you like yours, they're on, of course, the YouGarden website. Lots of different sizes, but the most popular tends to be the standard, and this one is known as brown.
John, they have a presence, those, don't they? They're beautiful. Growing your own figs. So we think about citrus fruits, we think about grapes and so on, but your own figs, that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, and you've got the figs, but also you've got that gorgeous foliage as well. Fig foliage gives that real tropical kind of jungly look to your garden.
Yeah.
And they turn a stunning, beautiful, bright yellow before they drop in the autumn as well. So, and bone hardy, they get through any winter. They're really, really tough plants.
Yeah, easy to look after. £21.24 delivered if you're a club member. So yeah, 340057. But thanks to everyone who's watching on YouTube. I've managed to get the comments up. But thank you. Shout out to Mauricia, to Grimmy, who had a great email from earlier on. Neil's watching. We've got plenty. Anne's watching too. Says, I think the weather is looking bleak everywhere. Oh. Well, and I hear rains, not to be doom and gloom. I think rain's a bit rainy a few days coming up, but even more the reason to get colour in your garden, I would say. Anne says, morning. We all say good morning to each other. It's so nice. I love this. Lovely community. Yeah, love it. And we had one earlier on saying, Neil says, there's a video of my garden yesterday on my TikTok where you can see them. Well, check that out, Neil. Oh, nice. But yeah, everyone's saying good morning. Alistair's watching too. But yeah, hello to all of you. So yeah, if you've got any comments, what's your favourite so far? Yeah, what would be your highlight so far? Maybe it's the saffron. Could be. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's the garden readies. Yeah. Maybe it's. I love those poppies. Maybe it's the rose of the week. What's your favourite so far? Comment if you can do. Right. Okay. The price on the compost. Very special price today. £16.97. So 100064. Absolutely love them. Right. Let's have a look at the hanging basket, shall we next? Because these are so good, these deals. So we get 2 of them, and you get a free bag of the plant feed as well, the blooming fast. So should we do the cool wave, which is the one just down here, isn't it? Oh, so it's the one up the top.
Yeah.
Here we go. They're beautiful.
They are. They're stunning. So this is the cool wave here. And again, we spoke earlier on about actually buying them as individual plants. This is a basket already pre-planted up for you. Everything has been done for you. These are growing, these are thriving. They're already tumbling and trailing over the side of the pot already, which is phenomenal. And this one here, we've taken the little hangers off because you can have it with the hangers on or the hangers off. You can just have them as decorative pots if you want to, or you can put the hangers on, and then obviously you can hang them from brackets or anywhere else you want to. Might have an old tree in the garden or somewhere like that, wherever you want to hang them up. And this is what you'll get. But you'll get these flowers for up to 10 months. I mean, these flower for so long.
It's beautiful.
We've got the free feed there as well, which is the 125 gram of feed, which you dissolve it in water, just a little teaspoonful in 5 litres of water, and then feed them. I mean, even this time of year, once a month, you could still give them a feed with this during the sort of the winter months. Then in the spring, you can sort of water fortnightly. That'll encourage the flowers. And all you need to do to keep these beautiful baskets going is basically deadhead them, feed them and water them. That's all you need to do. And you can see on this one here, how already that is it's growing out sideways, and now the weight of it is pulling it down.
Oh, yeah.
And it could trail to 30 to 40 centimetres eventually. Wow. So that's quite impressive.
Big blues. There's big displays you're going to get. That's just one variety, by the way. That's the cool wave. So yeah, you get a pair of them with the Blooming Fast plant feed for £25.48. So the item number there is 450024. We've also got the top wave for you. Do you have a preference? Would you get both?
Yeah, I mean,
it's different breed.
Yeah, we've got the top wave and the cool. Now, the kind of the basic difference is, I mean, they both flower for up to 10 months. They will both trail to 30, 40 centimetres. But generally with the top wave, the flowers tend to be larger, generally, than the cool wave, and that's all there is to it. I mean, these are brand new to. Are these exclusive to us? These ones, Stu? Is it the?
But you will struggle to find them.
Yeah, you'll struggle to find them. Yeah, they're not. You know, we're kind of one of the sort of first people to kind of bring these in. So
yeah,
but you know, you can see here that you will get those larger flowers. So just the same as the cool wave, that long flowering period, months and months and months of flowers. Some of these are fragrant as well. And by the way, something we've not mentioned, the flowers are edible. So if you want to kind of I mean, you can just pluck a flower off of there. And,
right. But really, I've never done that.
And they've got a bit of a peppery kind of touch. Actually, that
what
one's
do you
quite
have
sweet.
It with?
You could
the
put them
pasta
on you could put them on a salad.
Really? So you could dress them up. You see that on like those fancy cooking competition
That's what
programs.
they use. Yeah, they use these flowers of these. So,
on cakes and so on.
Yeah, cakes,
just for
pavlovas.
decoration.
Yeah, look great. I'll tell you another thing some people do as well. They put them in ice cubes. So you drop a lovely ice cube in your drink and you've got a little frozen
cocktails.
Flower in the middle of your ice cube.
Gin and tonic.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
So, yeah, you can use them that way if you want to as well.
Never thought of that. Never knew that.
All the hard work's been done for you with these. And again, I mean, the value of these, with your discount club price of £29.73, delivered to your door, free, plus that 125 gram of blooming fast. I mean, that's just bonkers. Again, go to your local garden centre and demand all that. And see what price they come up with. It won't be that price.
No, you're right there. When you go to the till and you've got two of these in your hands and they scan them, you would expect to see something like the retail price on your screen, $39.98, around about that price. But now, delivered, no extra cost, it's £29.73 for two of them. So two of these for just under £30. That is so good. So yeah, if you're a club member, that's the price you can get. No P&P. Just make sure you type in the code YGTV 3725. When you type that in, you'll see your P&P just reduced to zero. It's very satisfying when you're watching that. I absolutely love it. So there you go. So yeah, if you've got any more questions, just email us in ygtv@yougarden.com. Quick reminder, by the way, if you have just joined us, you may have missed a couple of things. We've been so busy already. Thank you so much. Now, the Saffron crocus is magnificent here. And actually, it is saffron. Those little strands in the middle of the stamen. The saffron. Honestly, imagine growing your own saffron. So yeah, £8.49. So 600455. Now, the Fritillaria, these are big bowls. Now, honestly, Neil says we want some more of these. These are really big bulbs. So it's two of them for £10.19. But these can come out year after year and they can actually last you for years. I mean, years and years and years, potentially. So, right, maybe even decades. No, to get ahead of myself, but it has been the case with Fritillarias. So it's 630040. Love that. Okay, the rose. Now, this is the rose of the week. This is the burgundy ice. You know what, when it comes to that colour, there is something indulgent and decadent about that particular colour. Where would you place this? Have you got space in your garden where you want that richness just to flourish each and every time? It's £14.44. I can't believe that. It comes in a 4-litre pot, delivered for £14.44. Do not miss out on this. The reason why we've got this as the rose of the week is because it's very, very popular indeed. So 530563. Now, the Britannia is the most wonderful collection. How it's very patriotic. This is gorgeous, but it's so pretty. You're going to get 10 garden-ready plants for £8.49. I mean, do you know what? That's less than £1 each if you're a club member. It's so good. It's 410009. So lots of you have got that too. Well done for you. Now, we're just in the hanging baskets, by the way. Maybe you want the Cool Wave Garden Ready. So this arrives literally ready just to hang up. They're good. These are garden-ready 10 plants. So if you already got planters, or if you already got hanging baskets, you want to add them to those, then yeah, these are ready to plant in. So yeah, £11.04. Right, a couple more before we go back to our Adam. The viburnum we just saw, this is so pretty. That is just the kind of thing you want to pause and take a moment. There's something just so tranquil and romantic about looking at this. So yeah, lovely, like a very subtle, soft pink we've got to enjoy here. And again, you're going to get this kind of colour around those colder months too. So yeah, £15.29. Winter colour is always welcome, especially in this country. It can get a bit gloomy, can't it? So yeah, 510709. And then finally, we have got the compost. This is such a special price. It's one of the best-selling items we've got here at YouGarden, and it's been very busy this morning. Now, normally discounted, normally it's £24, but now today, it's £19.97, and if you're a club member, you pay even less. This deal is extraordinary. We can't do this deal all the time, so if you're looking to stock up whilst it's here, whilst you're saving money, then go for it. You might be multi-buying this, but yeah, 2 40-litre bags for that price is fantastic. Professional compost, folks, 100064. So if you're spending money on plants in your time gardening, give them the best chance they've got to flourish, and we truly believe that's going to do just that. Right, we're still going. We've got lots more to go through, haven't we?
We're barely halfway through.
Yeah,
on the lineup.
It is lots more. Yeah, email us in ygtv@yougarden.com. Okay, but yeah, we've got YouTube open now. Everyone say good morning to each other. What a lovely friendly group. This is fantastic, isn't it? Right, what should we do next then? What
We're going to do Scillas.
Scillas.
These will
Should
give
we
you
do
a Laura laughs, won't they? These.
See what you did there?
In the garden. Because these are stunning.
You've been looking forward to saying that all morning.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for a week.
You nailed it.
You could tell, couldn't you?
You nailed it. That rehearsing paid off.
Yeah, you couldn't tell I'd rehearsed it at all, could you?
Right, so.
It's weird, because when you look at a pack of bulbs, they're not very
40.
inspiring, are they? I mean, you look at them and you think, but then you look at the picture. Now, I have had personal experience of these. Where I used to live years ago in Bishop Stortford, I moved in to that place, I think it was in September, the year I moved in, I can't remember, I think it was 87 or something. And then, I tell you what, Charlie, the following late winter, spring, my front garden and all the neighbours' front gardens just exploded with thousands and thousands of these Scillas.
Right.
Never knew they were there.
Really?
And they are beautiful. They just form this perfect carpet of blue flowers. They only get to about 2 to 3 inches tall. They're bone hardy, and at the end of winter, when you're really fed up and depressed, and you just
it's cold,
and you want colour, these just explode into flower. And on a late winter's day, when you've got a nice blue sky day, the birds are starting to sing again. You can feel a bit of warmth coming back from the sun. The primroses are coming out. These Scillas will just delight you. They really will. And they will naturalise and they will spread. They'll
Could
come
really
back.
cheer people up, though, can't they?
These will come back year after year after year. I almost refer to them as like almost like a little miniature bluebell forest, because they look very similar to bluebells and they grow in a similar way, that they'll form this great big carpet, and they will kind of naturalise in lawns, they will grow in gravel, they will grow in your beds and borders, pots and containers. They die down very quickly after they're finished flowering, which is good. So you don't have months and months all the leaves dying down. But if you want a bulb that's hardy, reliable, it's going to give you these beautiful, beautiful, deep blue flowers every spring. Plant these. Honestly, once you've got them, you'll have them forever and you'll adore them forever.
I think so. Honestly, I'm looking forward to winter, thanks to you, Adam. Seriously. I really am. Thanks to these deals. Seriously, your garden's going to look gorgeous. Bursts of colour. So yeah, £8.49 for 40 bulbs. 40. It's incredible. So 600-469. Don't forget, type in the code on the bottom of your screen for free postage and packaging. Right now, John, every single member of my family have got hostas in the garden. I think every single one. And I love hostas. I have never seen one quite like this, the silly string. This is incredible. This is a Chelsea finalist, I'm told.
Which is good to know. In fact, I probably inadvertently saw this and didn't register it, because we were lucky to go to the Chelsea Flower Show this year.
Was it amazing?
The YouGarden team, we kind of all went.
Wow.
And we got to sort of walk around the marquee. And I did visit the Hosta one, because I adore hostas. I've got loads and loads of hostas in my garden. I mean, I've got one called Sum and Substance, where the leaves get this big. This one is the other end of the scale. This has got sort of smaller leaves, narrow leaves, but sort of crimpled edges to them. And you can see with the picture here, when this matures, what an exciting, different, dazzling hosta that is.
Completely different.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. I actually love the pot you've got here, just as the display, as an example. But yes, they've got those rustic kind of pots, brilliant, but we can put this straight in the beds, could we?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll whip one out the pot. Let's have a look.
Oh, hang on. We found a picture we took from the Chelsea Flower Show again this year. There it is on the awards table. There it is. So you could buy this plant now. That's so good. That's so good.
So from the Chelsea Flower Show to here at YouGarden,
Yeah.
You can have that Chelsea Flower Show award-winning
that
hosta
variety, yeah.
in your garden. And look at the root system on this. This is what we send out to you. Beautiful, stunning, gorgeous root system on that. And like Charlie and I have been saying this morning, now is an optimum time to plant. The ground is warm. It's moist now because we're getting the rain. The day length has dropped down. So plant all your plants now. Within 4 or 5 days, these roots will make contact with the soil. They'll penetrate through down into the soil. They'll establish themselves. And they're actually flowering. We can't guarantee yours will come with a flower, but this is a sort of a later flowering hosta as well. Most hostas have finished flowering by now, but this one has little gorgeous purpley pink little bell-shaped flowers, which is a beautiful, beautiful addition.
It's nice.
To the actual foliage as well. So if you want a hosta that is new, that is different, that is unusual, and if also, of course, for shade. I mean, hostas are brilliant, brilliant plants for shade. They adore the shade, which is really, really good. And that can be sort of a difficult area sometimes to get plants to grow. But hostas flourish in the shade.
So you may be waiting for that shady spot, you've been saving it for something ideal. This sounds just to be the case. So you have the silly string for £19.52. That's in my top 3 on the show. There's something about that. I just haven't seen it. I just like to find something different, you know.
Yeah.
And when I've been on YouGarden, I see some agapanthus we had in the past. They're so different. Some I've never seen before. I've seen roses on the show that I've never seen before. Now the hostas, they are just beautiful.
Look at that picture there.
It's architectural, really.
That is exactly the word for it. That is an architectural plant, isn't it? That's a statement plant, that is.
Isn't it?
Really stunning. You're getting three of these. So you could plant these in a group of 3, space them out nicely. I'd put them at least a couple of foot apart and then just wait for the drama to happen.
But I love it. Talk about a group of 3. Look at those 3 legends we got there. That was the Chelsea Flower Show.
Oh, that was a great evening. Yeah, goodness me.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be back there next year.
I've never been. I bet the atmosphere is brilliant. I bet it is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Do you know what, the hostas? They'll look great. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with it. Right, okay, now we've got the Oriental poppies coming up next. This is called the Red Rumble. So we're expecting beautiful deep reds here.
Well, and we've gone from one extreme to t'other, actually, because the hostas love shade. The poppies love full sun. And also, if you've suffered this year with a drought, if you had perennials in your garden that really, really haven't liked the heat and the dryness, they've wilted, they've been stunted, they've not done well, go for these instead. These will take crazy, crazy amount of drought. They'll grow in all sorts of soils. I've seen these grow in really heavy clay soil. They'll grow in sandy soils. They're perennial, so they come back year after year for you.
Great.
The foliage is gorgeous. I mean, even the leaves are lovely. And I'm going to whip one out the pot to show you the root
They are lovely,
system.
aren't they?
Yeah, so the leaves themselves are very, very attractive. And then, as always, we like to get the plants out. I mean, they're a bit dark, the root. You can see them there. You go, look, loads of lovely... And if I tap that root system, you can see, look, that's not falling apart. That is a lovely, solid root ball. But then, of course, the icing on the cake, or the cherry on the cake, I should say, in this case, is the flowers, these deep, deep red flowers with that little black blotch on the petals there. And once these become established, you could get 15, 20, 25 flowers per plant in the summertime. And then if you actually trim them back down after they've finished flowering and give them a good drink and a feed, they can actually sometimes give you a second flush of flower a little later in summer. So you can get them to double flower.
So a little bit of thought and care, then you should get great flourishes. So yeah, £16.97. So 561213. Right, moving on. We saw our garden readies, by the way, but these I would say even better value actually. These are brilliant plugs we got here. They're great. So these are pro plugs.
Yeah, these are pro plugs, but you do not need to be a professional gardener to grow these because all the hard work's been done. They come in these gorgeous little cells, and I'm going to pop one out. So just squeeze the bottom there, and then I'm just going to take this one out. And when you take it out, what you've got here, you've got a small but perfectly formed, beautiful little primrose. Look at that. I mean, the gorgeous little leaves there, lovely little root system on there, really well established. So all you need to do with this, get yourself some little 9 centimetre pots or yogurt pots or jiffy pots, anything really. Plant them up in those little 9 centimetre pots, grow them on for about 4 to 6 weeks, and then they'll be ready to go out in the garden. ready for winter, ready for the garden, ready for the cold.
How do you know when they're ready then? I suppose just...
Yeah, I mean, well, what you do is when you grow them in the little 9-centimetre pot or your yoghurt pot, after 6 weeks, just gently tip one out the pot. And if you've got that really good fibrous root system, like we show you on our compost sort of card, then you know they're ready to transplant out into the garden. And these are another good one for shade, actually. So if you've got a shady border, they'll love that. This is the Harlequin variety here, and that's got these sort of really, really nice sort of solid colours. But also, I'll just drop in at the front. Yeah. We've got another type there as well if you want to as well. So you can go for one or the other. They like the same conditions. So they will grow in sun, they'll grow in shade, beds and borders, pots, troughs, hanging baskets. They're winter flowering, they're spring flowering. They come back year after year after year, and also they're fragrant as well, which is nice.
They're really good fun, these. Really good fun. So that's the Harlequin variety. So it's 401260. But perhaps you want the rainbow. That's the other variety we've got for you. Is that more up your street?
Isn't they lovely?
Beautiful. Different item number for these. So that's £11.04 for 20 Pro Plug plants. So it's 401261. If you forget any item numbers, don't worry. Just go to YouGarden.com. On the top right-hand corner, just click live. And then when you scroll down, you'll see us streaming. But when you scroll down, you'll see every deal we've gone through. You'll see it all there. So yeah, do add them to your baskets and folks start checking out. We've had a busy morning. Thank you so much. In fact, here's the website there. So yeah, click live now. Scroll down. We've got those, the heavy-duty pots. They're always a massive, massive popular item. That's the 35 litre. That's the new bigger size, actually, we've got there. We've got the Mojo berries. We've got cranberries there. There's our garden readies. The cypress trees, I've always got a soft spot for those. That Hosta, that is my top 3. The Miscanthus, by the way, the lady in red, that is fiery red. That's coming up later on today. That is also my top 3. I love them. The eucalyptus, normally very popular too. We've got the hanging baskets, we've got all sorts. But by the way, whatever goes in your basket, don't forget the professional compost. It's discounted today. It's discounted. Normally it's around £24. Recommended retail price will actually be higher. It's around £36.97. But now it's £19.97, under £20. You save even more, of course, if you're a club member. It's under £17 if you're a club member. Yes, it's £16.97. Now, one of the first plants I actually got to know when I joined YouGarden was this. I adore this. And I think it's been on, if not most of the shows I've done.
It has. We've got a range of Nandinas. We've got different types of Nandinas. This is Nandina Obsessed. And this one, I mean, literally, I could sort of have one of those kind of like wallpaper, like bits of paper with boxes on and little ticks all the way down. You know, if it said, is it evergreen? Is it hardy? Is it drought tolerant? Is it compact? Does it flower? Does it have berries? Will it grow in clay? Will it grow in sandy soil? Yes, yes, tick, 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 all the way down.
This is easy to look after. You haven't got to think much about this.
No, what you see there, that picture there, that is in spring. When the new foliage comes through, that is when it's this gorgeous, deep, deep, rich red colour. You've got that blue festuca grass there as well that it's contrasting with. So it is one of those plants where you can contrast the foliage. As the foliage matures, Charlie, it becomes sort of more of a green colour. Right. But you end up with this sort of mixed bit in between where sometimes it's sort of green and red on the same sort of leaf.
Changes colour.
Yeah, it changes colour. So eventually it will become this beautiful green. And look at the leaves themselves. I mean, the leaves are such a lovely, lovely shape. You might see some little white spots on it. Don't worry about that. That is our limey water. We've got really, really hard water in this part of the world. Once you get this out in the garden permanently, the rain will wash that away and the leaves will be beautiful and clean, just like the new leaves at the top here. It only gets to about sort of a metre tall max in a long, long period of time.
I like that. It's not out of control then, is it?
No, you never need to prune it. You never need to shape it. You can grow it in the open ground. It's a fantastic plant to grow in a container. I've planted hundreds of these over the years. Full sun, part shade. Eventually you get little white clusters of flowers on top that produce gorgeous red berries. It's just a stunner. I mean, there's not a downside to this plant. The whole thing is, it reminds me, I always say that little analogy. Remember that girl or boy in your school, in your class when you was at school, they were gorgeous looking, they were really talented, they were good at sport, they were good academically.
Yeah.
Everybody loved them. You know, this is this plant. You
I don't
know,
know why you're looking at me.
No, not me either. I was a nerdy kid.
I was far from head boy. No, but I was naughty. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I got chose last for the football team.
I was.
Yeah, I was the last. There was just like one or two
That's
kids.
character building. It's made me stronger.
It wasn't at the time.
No.
but you know, this is this plant. This plant is that kid at school that you was always jealous of because they had everything. This plant has got everything, and you're going to adore this. And it lives. They live for donkey's years, and really, really long-lived shrub as well.
Well, do you know, we adore that. It's one of my favourites here, generally speaking, at YouGarden, not just on this show. If you'd like to get yours, have you not got yours yet? If you can do, people adore it. It's got that look of bamboo without being bamboo, of course. So yeah, £12.74 is 510759. Right, let's recap some deals for you because we've been so busy already. If you've just joined us, then you must let us know. The viburnum, by the way, is very, very popular. Usually you'd expect this to be around £24.99, but look, it's £17.99. To get this in the club today for £15.29 is just brilliant. This colour, by the way, you can expect during the colder months through winter. How incredible is that? Because I think lots of people focus on spring, on summer, but when it comes to colder months, I think we need colour more than ever there, really. So that's the Charles Lamont. It's a very fancy name. It's now the crocus, by the way. This is the saffron crocus. This is the first one we looked at properly. We're going to take another look shortly, but if you like to shop ahead, this may go. Hopefully we've got enough stock to carry on. It's £8.49 for this. So 600455. Brilliant deals. Right, talking about a big deal, have you seen the Rose of the Week? This is not just any rose, it's the Rose of the Week because it's so popular and that colour is so gorgeous. I mean, it's not often I see roses with that kind of pinky purple. It's so indulgent, it's gorgeous. So 530563. So there's some recaps, but there's a few we haven't actually seen yet. Now, the Miscanthus. I was actually looking at this on the website last night when I couldn't stay, but this is the Lady in Red. The beautiful, I love grasses. I've got numerous varieties in my garden. I love them. But I haven't got anything like this. That red is so fiery that just adds a spot of warmth to any garden. I'm obsessed with this now. But look, the price, normally you would actually pay for something like this. Look at it, look at that. £44.97. You're not paying anything anywhere near that. It's £24.97. Or if you're a club member, that's £21.22. So 561 262. It's everything I want for grasses of this variety, but that feathering, that beautiful, that red is so special. Right, okay. Talking about different colours, how about this, the echinacea? This is coming up later on in the show. This is called the Green Twister. You can shop ahead now. It's a triple pack, so 3 9cm pots for £12.72. Don't forget, add in your discount code there, YGTV3725, and you're going to get that free P&P. But these are hardy perennials, so you can just leave them to it. So yeah, 560407. But when it comes to planting, and we have got variety on my word on the show, it comes down to giving them a really good start. It's all about the premium professional compost. 2 40-litre bags, wetting agents, it's pH balanced, which is why it's so suitable for these different plants. But look at those fibres, 50% composted wood fibres. It gives the roots the space to breathe, it's a space they need to grow, and also the great drainage too. So 100064. Now we're talking about all these amazing deals, and honestly, I can stand here and confidently say all of these deals are always so good. But if you are a club member, you get even better prices, and here's Sean and Bex to tell you more.
If you love your garden as much as we love ours, then why not join the YouGarden Discount Club?
The club has been running for many years, and it's where thousands of our customers enjoy a whole host of benefits to ensure that they get the most out of their gardens for less.
Now is a great time to join the YouGarden Discount Club, as the benefits have just got even better. So what do you get when you join the club?
Firstly, our members will get bigger discount rates all year round. So you'll now receive 15% off our range of plants and accessories, and that's on top of any other discounts you might have.
For those bigger investments, such as garden furniture or lawnmowers, for example, you now get 7.5% discount on all of our outdoor living and machinery range.
In addition to the ongoing discounts, you'll also get more voucher value when you join or renew your club membership. We will send you 4 £5 product vouchers, which you can redeem throughout the year against the cost of your orders.
And as a new added benefit, you will now receive 2 free P&P vouchers, which can be redeemed against the cost of your shipping.
Club members get priority access to exclusive offers and brand new products at our best prices.
We'll keep you up to date with fantastic advice and top tips from our grown experts and professional gardeners to make sure that you get the most from your new purchases and existing plants. The best way to join the club is with our auto-renewal subscription. You'll pay £10 per year, then at the end of the year, we will automatically renew your membership to ensure you retain all of your benefits. Plus, the price you pay when you join will never go up for as long as you remain a member. And that's a guarantee.
And remember, when you join the club, you will start saving from the very first order you make, as the discounts will be applied immediately. So with all that the YouGarden Discount Club has to offer, why not join us and start saving today?
We'd love to help you make the most of your garden for less with the YouGarden Discount Club.
John, that's why so many of you are club members. It can pay for itself so very quickly. Maybe in your first order.
Yeah, it can do.
Actually, because it's £10 and that's it for the whole year. And then, I mean, you could easily save that on a few items. You really, really could. So if you're not a club member, you can become one today. It's literally £10. Log back into your account on the website, and then you can take advantage of these lowest prices. We love them.
I love the thing with that as well. As long as you keep renewing and don't let it lapse, it's £10 forever.
£10, yeah.
You know, every year after year after year after year, keep the membership going. You never pay a penny more.
Yeah, this is it, because it's half price.
Yeah.
You can keep that deal when you renew, if you choose to renew. So yeah, even £20 would be brilliant. I'd be happy with that. But £10 for a year is just so good. Talk about good discounts. You can get a remarkably good saving on this compost. Yes, we're going back to this because it's so popular. People come back to buy this time and time again. It's £16.97. So yeah, 100064 is your item number. So that's 2 40-litre bags we've got here.
Yeah, and it's phenomenal. I mean, this stuff is so nice. Sometimes I almost feel I want to sleep on it.
Yeah,
I mean, it just kind of, it feels cool and soft and airy and light and fresh. And the good thing about this as well is it's what you don't notice. So when you pick it up, you don't get a horrible smell. Some compost you open and they smell kind of mildewy. They've got that kind of just not a nice smell. In fact, I mentioned one earlier that I bought, and it literally smelled like poo. I mean, it was offensive.
Yeah,
it was offensive, and it was sticky.
You really don't want to put that in your car.
No, you don't.
You really don't. Honestly, I've had spillages in the boot. The smell was there for weeks. It was horrible. But it just doesn't fit. It feels nothing like this. This makes me so intrigued and curious to see the difference that this is going to give your plants. But so look, if you've got solid foundations, it's going to benefit the plant.
This is the beginning of everything pretty much in your garden. I mean, there's a little demo that we do sometimes is what I'm going to do, I'm going to pat this down. I'm going to really kind of give it a real kind of wallop and squash it down.
Right.
So I'm going to try and push all the air out of it. There we go. So you can hear I've really given that a tap. Now, with some compost, if you went to put your hand under that and lift it up, it would lift up as a slab. But I mean, under here, look, you just push your hand under.
Ah, I see. That's a good idea.
And I lift it up, look, and it's just, I'm not doing anything. You can see there, look, as I do it, despite the fact that I actually press that all the way down, it just falls apart.
You're right.
If you did that with some compost, it would lift up like a block.
Like a stodgy cake.
Yeah, like a stodgy cake.
It would be, yeah.
And you'd have to do this. You'd
like
have to
disc.
start breaking it up because it'd just go into a solid mass. This doesn't do that because it's got that composted wood fibre. It's got that reduced peat element. So it's keeping that texture really open and airy.
Nice.
It's letting the water penetrate through. It's letting the oxygen get down through. And also, I'm just going to grab one quickly.
And also drainage,
you're
as
one
I'm
of these
sure you know, is so important. Those wood fibres really, really, truly help with that.
And just imagine, if you're one of these little pro plugs, so one of these
so you
little
use this for that still? In your yogurt pots?
Yeah, in your yogurt pots. So, I mean, you see the beautiful little root system on there. You know, if this little plant gets dropped into this compost, it's now...
bless it.
It's now in nirvana.
Cute.
I mean, that is the perfect position for this plant, because what you'll get, Charlie, you'll get that root system.
Yeah.
You'll end up with a cheap compost. It might only ever create this kind of root system. With our compost, it will get this root system.
It's worth every single penny. And when you got that root system, just think, what's that going to do to your plants? Because obviously, you're not going to see that's in the ground. But what you will see is the difference that those roots create. And we're talking, well, healthier plants. We're talking bigger blooms, deeper colours, vivid colour. And it's all down to the compost. Now, right, the delivered price. Okay, well, let's talk normally, though. Normally, the discounted price, the good deal we have on you is around £24. But today, at the moment, you can actually get the same deal for £90.97. But in the club, it's £16.97. It's a bargain. You're saving a lot of money. In fact, it's better than half price when compared to the recommended retail price. So yeah, 100064. You can multi-buy this if you want. If you want to stock up, then absolutely go for it. Whilst you're saving money, we really recommend you do. And it's even free postage packaging on this. If I imagine that, free P&P on bags like that. Not normally £6.99 P&P, but type in the code YGTV3725. That's free posted packaging. When you type it in just before you check out, you'll see your P&P reduced to 0. It's very good. Right, shall we have a look at the favourites table?
Yeah, let's
go
for
it. Back?
Let's
It'd be
go for
rude
it.
not to. Now, Rose of the Week. Oh my word, it's been really, really busy. So when it comes to a Rose of the Week, it's got to be something quite special, hasn't it?
I love this one. I mean, that bud is so teasing and tantalising because I just want it to burst open, because this is a fragrant rose. There's a lovely, lovely fragrance to it. Isn't that lovely? I mean, roses do look gorgeous in bud, don't they? They kind of almost sometimes look as gorgeous in bud as when the flower actually opens up.
Yeah, there's something quite sweet about it.
Yeah.
It's a very exciting moment, that, I think, for
it is. Yeah, a moment of anticipation before it kind of fully opens.
So how long do you think before that fully opens, roughly? I know it's hard to say.
I think another 2 or 3 days.
Is that it, really?
Yeah, I think another couple, 2 or 3 days, that will open up for you. And it's still flowering now. I mean, this is what the roses look like. Stu went out into the nursery.
This is Wednesday.
Yeah.
This is filmed Wednesday morning.
I mean, I can't guarantee, but there's a good chance your rose will have buds or flowers on it when it arrives.
So it could be similar to this in terms of buds. Yeah.
Because it's a repeat flowering rose as well. So it will start flowering in June and it will flower through July, August, September into October. Only gets to about 1 metre tall, kind of maximum height. So it's a nice compact rose. Nice. You could grow it in a large container if you wanted to. Obviously, you can grow it in the open ground. Super healthy foliage. I mean, we're right at the end of the season. I'm not seeing rust. I'm not seeing black spot. I'm not seeing mildew.
They feel really substantial too. It's got that lovely satin finish on there. I absolutely adore it.
Glossy, isn't it?
Glossy. Yeah. It's beautiful.
Verdant. And look at that price. That price. I mean, I don't normally do the big price thing, but honestly, that discount club price, £14.44.
I know, right?
Delivered to your house, to your front door. It's mad.
You wouldn't believe someone if they told you. Yeah, you must buy this by this Wednesday, the 17th of September, okay? Because the price will be going right back up to, well, the usual price, $29.99, which is still fair. You know, that's a fair price. That's a standard price. I think
an
brilliant.
Expected price, isn't it?
Yeah. But you got to get the code to get the saving in free postage. So YGTV 3725, and you'll get that amazing deal on your screen. So anyone can buy this now for £14.44 delivered if you're a club member. Yeah, that's a really, really good deal. Right, okay, so that's the rose. We've got a lot of people watching. Thanks so much. My name's Charlie, in case we haven't met, and we're live with you for about another hour and 15 minutes. So keep your emails coming, keep your comments coming on Facebook, on YouTube too. But if you want to email us any photos of your garden, go for it. Right, we've got pansies next. Oh, by the way, quick question on the rose, actually. Circa on YouTube would like to know, how big pot?
I would go for probably something, at least a 35 litre pot.
Right,
35 litre, or if you wanted really, really future-proof, go for a 50 litre pot. And then you can underplant with some nice things as well. But yeah, a big pot is... so
it's not too soon to put it in something like that? No.
Oh, no. I mean, yeah, get it home, get it in that pot now. And again, you know, the roots will establish really, really quickly. By next spring, it'll have got its roots down into the ground. And then it'll just start growing and flowering. Next year, it will look fantastic.
How about that? Okay, thank you very much. Great question, really good question. But yeah, any more questions or comments? What's your favourite thing so far? What have you got your eye on? Well, I'm intrigued. Right, so pansies. These are beautiful. You know?
Yeah,
you've got the cool wave first.
These are garden ready, literally. So that means you take them out the little tray they're in, you plant them straight into the garden. They've got a brilliant root system on them. And cool wave pansies can flower for up to 10 months. I mean, they're flowering now. They'll be flowering at Christmas. They'll be flowering Valentine's Day. They'll be flowering at Easter. They'll be flowering on the Maybank holidays. They take a little kind of rest about school holidays time. And then
It's
in the
really
autumn,
impressive that,
yeah,
you know.
it is.
So if you're looking, Adam, then I need some more colour in my garden, ready for between now and next summer, then this is the one. This has to be up there in our favourites then.
Definitely, yeah. I mean,
In terms of adding real bursts of colour into your garden, this has to be it.
That's the thing with cool wave and top wave. You know, they've got this sort of breeding program now on these pansies. It means they flower for such an extraordinary long period of time, but also they trail as well. So these can trail 30 to 40 centimetres. Fantastic for a hanging basket. We can see there. This is what you can create. That's not made up. That's not AI. That is a real picture.
Yeah.
That's the real deal there. These are the real deal. And all you need to do to achieve these looks is deadhead them. That's important. And by that, I mean, when the flowers go over, take the little flower stalk off. Don't let them go to seed. Feed them. And also, and remember as well, that's with the baskets, and feed them and also keep them watered and even check during the winter time as well, by the way, because you can sometimes in hanging baskets think to yourself, they don't need watering in the winter, but they can even dry out in winter time.
Right,
so just do those three things with your cool wave pansies, whether they're in pots, troughs or hanging baskets, and you will get them to flower for that extraordinary, ridiculous amount of time. Some of the flowers are slightly fragrant as well, and also they're edible. Believe it or not.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they're edible.
Ballard mentioned earlier, put them in ice cubes. Never thought. That's a great
make really
idea.
pretty ice cubes for your gin and tonic, your cocktails.
Oh, stop it.
Or sprinkle some over.
Later on.
Over. You might have made a cheesecake or a pavlova or a salad even. Just sprinkle some of these flowers over a salad, and suddenly you've kind of raised that meal to a different level.
Like it's an edible sort of garnish. Honestly, why not? Dinner parties you can do. Why not? There we go. Say £11 and 4 pence. That's 10 plants, just over £1 each, of course. So it's 400967. That is fantastic value for money. Very, very proud of that indeed. So that's the cool wave. We've also got another selection called the Britannia. So these are, as you'd expect, the gorgeous classic patriotic colours we got here.
And again, I mean, I'll whip one out just to show you because they're kind of grown on for you. So let's squeeze this one in the corner here.
They feel so substantial, don't they?
And look, I mean, I've just randomly taken that one out. And look at that, Charlie.
Yeah, love the look of that. Can't argue with that, can you?
Look at that. That is because it's been grown in our compost. If I just grab that,
and you can buy the compost that we use here, and that's the result.
So look, you can see there, that's what we're getting.
There you go.
We
could take that picture all the time, couldn't we? Yeah.
That's what's developing. I mean, it's not even fully kind of rooted yet, but it's not like that weedy root system down there. It's got that solid root system because it's grown
looks more established, the one in the photo too.
Absolutely.
So that's going to get richer and more denser root.
Yeah, and these can go straight out as well. These are big. These are ready. You've got that great big root system on there. And you've got that 3 lovely colour range there as well. You've got the red, you've got the purple, you've got the white there as well. And because the ground is warm, because the temperature's still relatively warm for plants, they're going to get themselves established straight away. They're going to flower through winter. They're going to flower right through to next spring. And they're going to look
less
amazing.
than £1 each. It's ridiculous value for money. Less than £1.
Delivered to your door.
Delivered.
No postage.
No P&P. So if you're a club member, that'll be delivered to your door for £8.49. How about that? 410009. But before, if you just joined us and you got your eye on that, before you check out, have a look at other deals on the show. Absolutely, that compost. I know we'll talk about it again, but it's been so popular today. Check out the Rose of the Week. We got something for all tastes and styles, different styles of gardening too. So there you go. That's the Britannia. We've got Fritillaria coming up. We've got the crocus. But Fritillaria is something I've really got my eye on.
I've got to get you to do something. Just have a little whiff of them bulbs.
Go on then.
You might not be able to...
Wow!
Something might have popped to mind. You might not want to say... Woodstock.
Oh dear, that brings it back. No, obviously I didn't. But really, in some cities that would be very familiar. Anyway.
But these are stunning. I mean, they really are unusual bulbs. They're big chunky bulbs, those. But if you want dramatic flowers, these, in the spring, about May time, they can get a couple of 2 or 3 metres, not metres, that would be big, a couple of 2 or 3 feet tall. Yeah. And you get these big clusters of gorgeous, deep orange bell-shaped flowers on the top. And then this kind of pineapple top look right on top of the flowers as well. These can live for 30, 40 years. They love a deep, rich, moist, humus-rich soil. And just enjoy these. And also the pollinating insects go mad for them as well.
I'm really impressed with those. There's something quite exotic looking about that. Yeah, 2 bulbs for £10.19, and like you said, they can last a long time, years. So yeah, 630040. Right, now the crocus, this is another one of my favourites on the show. You love it. It's the saffron crocus.
Yeah, this is literally the crocus that harvests saffron from. Those you can see
incredible.
The little kind of orange stigmas. These. The little female part of the plant, these are actually harvested. You can see some more down the bottom there. So, yeah, they come off and they create saffron for you. And this is how you'd have seen the plant growing in the wild. This is like a species type of crocus sativa. So it's not been kind of hybridized or sort of bred or anything like that. And look how beautiful it is. I mean, even if you didn't use this to harvest saffron, it's got a really beautiful, deep, deep purple colour. You've got those yellow stamens in the middle. You've got the little orange stigmas there as well, which you make the saffron from. And also, this is slightly unusual, this crocus, because it flowers in the autumn.
Okay.
So you could grow it in your herb garden if you wanted to.
I was going to say, next to your rosemaries, your mints and so on. You could do, why not? And it's just, honestly, I've never had anyone growing their own saffron.
You'd have to get yourself one of those little glass sort of bottles or test tubes and go out with your tweezers.
Yes,
your
I know what you mean, yeah.
And just kind of pick those little stigmas off and
little
drop them in.
Trinket bottles.
That's it.
Yeah, you can, why not?
And dry them off, and then you've got your own
that's
saffron.
a gift for someone, that's your own saffron.
Amazing.
You may be great at that. You may just want it just for the flowers. You do you, whatever's for you. But I've got to say, 20 bulbs for £8.49. Joe, I couldn't buy many jars of saffron for that price.
Not
actually,
really. No.
And I wouldn't get the flowers either. But, look, I'm a big silly, but for 20 bulbs, that is a really good deal. We can't argue with that. So 600455. So that's the favourites table. We got some more classics. Obviously, the compost is a big classic. You love it. But, John, what's in your baskets today? Let's have a look, because any more questions, any more comments? Neil's, obviously, you're still there. Oh, you've renewed your membership, Neil. Thank you very much. Grimmy, you've renewed your membership. Thank you so much. Any more emails, any more questions, any more comments? Let us know what are you proud of in your garden at the moment. Let's stop there. Is there something you can't stop looking at? Share it. Let's email us in a picture if you can. It's ygtv@yougarden.com. Neil had a question about the Nandina as well. Would it be all right in the back of a border, like in between two established plants?
Yeah, I mean, providing you can see, because it's not a particularly tall shrub. So, it'd be fine at the back of the border because it will tolerate a bit of dappled shade. So, it'd be fine.
That should be fine, then, shouldn't it? Yeah. Neil, thanks very much. Great questions. Yeah, any questions like that, anything at all, that's part of the reason we are here live, to interact with you guys at home. Yeah, pictures, even just take a picture on your phone now and send them through. We'll show them live here on YouGarden TV for you. So, once again, ygtv@yougarden.com is your email address. There's the favourites table. You're loving that compost. I do need to encourage you, though, to check out your basket. We can't do some of these prices all the time, so if you're tempted by them, if you've already imagined whether it's going to look in your garden, then do confirm your orders, but you must use that code if you want to get free postage. It's YGTV3725, so type that in before you check out, and your P&P reduces, and that code changes every week, so make sure you tune in. We're here live every single Thursday and 7 every single Thursday and Sunday. There we go. Forgot what day we were on then. Right, so emails. We've got some from, bear with, Amanda's been in touch. Here we go. Amanda, thanks very much. Who says, morning all. Here's a few pics. Adam and I was wondering, do you know what to do? Oh, bear with. Let me just get this connected first. Bear with. Hang on. Right, hang on. Tell you what, whilst I'm doing that, because I don't want you to get bored at home, we'll get that ready for you. George, shall I look at what we've got in front of us while I fix it?
I'll talk about the hydrangea, if you like.
The hydrangea, yeah.
What we've got here, this is a standard hydrangea. This is the flower that you'll get on this as well. So all the beauty of a hydrangea, but actually on a standard stem. And it's kind of the usual story with the standards as well, because what I like about standard plants is if you've got a small space, then it means you can plant right up to the base. You can actually plant this in a pot. A 30-litre pot would be fine for this. 35 if you want to. Won't get any taller. It will get slightly wider, but no taller. But what you'll end up with is this beautiful head, like a bouquet of hydrangea flowers on top of here. And I would be very, very surprised if this didn't flower for you next year, because all these beautiful new shoots, These are your flower stems for 2026. This hydrangea flowers on the previous year's wood. So i.e. this growth that's produced this year, this will be your flowering growth for next year. And just imagine this covered in all these beautiful flowers. Just imagine, like on each one of these stems, you've got that lovely pink flower head like
Gorgeous.
that. Looking gorgeous, looking stunning. A really different, unusual way to grow a hydrangea. And you could probably actually think about it, because it's a mop head one, you could probably change the colour of this as well, because I'm pretty sure if you planted this in an acid soil, you could probably get this to revert to blue.
Really?
Yeah, so you could get it to be blue flowered
fascinating.
rather than pink flowered. If you planted it in neutral soil, you get pinky blue flowers. So yeah, that's an option if you want to think about doing that. But
we'd love to see comparisons. So when down the line, send us some pictures when you got this.
It'd be good to see those. But look how perfect this is. If I just like sort of put this forward, and, just look at the growth points on there, those beautiful stems. And I'll show you again from sideways. Look at all those lovely, really super thick, healthy stems. This isn't some sort of weedy little standard. But
this is robust.
Just 2 or 3 little wiry stems on top. It's robust. It's full. It's got lots of healthy foliage.
That green it's so vivid. The veining in there is
lovely, isn't it?
It's definitely one from a hydrangea, isn't it? That?
This is such a good, high quality plant. And
that's beautiful, isn't it?
Delivered to your door, that price, discount price, which is absolutely phenomenal. And then next year, just imagine this smothered in those deep pink flower heads.
Adam, I love it.
It'd just be incredible, wouldn't it?
It's gorgeous.
I can see it now, Charlie, next summer.
Honestly, it's something to look forward to, because it's about planning ahead this show as well, isn't it? Not just for the cold months, but also for next year. It's a good time to get ahead, Right, so £25, 49 pence. That's 511649. Thanks so much, guys. Right, good news. I managed to get the iPad. Here we go. We're there. We've got it. Right, Amanda, I was reading your email, wasn't I? Amanda, thanks so much. She says, morning all. Here's a few pictures. Adam, I was wondering, do you know what bulb could be growing? Many thanks, Amanda. Let's have a look.
Oh, that's a Philadelphus flower. Yeah. I can't see any other plant growing in that pot. I mean, that actual flower itself there, that's a Philadelphus.
Oh, there we go.
That's Philadelphus as well.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, that's it could be Philadelphus virginal.
Salvia
that one
we got there.
Yeah, we've got the Salvia amistad there, the little purple flower spike, and some dahlias, beautiful red dahlia there.
Beautiful. We've got what? Oh wow, that's gorgeous.
Now these are called Accidanthera. That is a bulb, or I think we gave some of these away once as well. But yeah, that would be Stuart. Stuart just saying that was probably from the summer bulb collection we did last year. Accidanthera or Abyssinian lily, I think is a name. They've also renamed them now gladioli. Something or another.
Right.
But yeah, Accidanthera, that's what they're called, or Abyssinian lily. They're beautiful.
They're stunning, aren't they?
They'll come back year after year. Just make sure during the winter time you keep the container they're in somewhere really well drained and bright and sunny, and just try and avoid the bulbs freezing during the winter. So perhaps put a nice layer of Strulch or bark mulch or something like that over the top.
You've got Strulch here, actually. You can buy Strulch,
just to protect the corms underneath.
In fact, people were talking about how do you protect slugs and things on the hostas and so on, but Strulch is good for that.
Strulch is your solution.
Yeah, I saw some of you guys commenting on that on YouTube. So yeah, we got Strulch actually on the show. Amanda, thanks so much. Some pictures of cordylines and all sorts. It's brilliant. Should we do another email? We're doing another one. George has been in touch. George, talk about hostas. Right, my favourite hosta, fire and ice. George, do you know what? That, I'm not just being polite, that is literally up my street. That
actually looks like one of those catalogue pictures. You know when they come
Doesn't it?
When you look at it, you think, I could never grow that. They've photoshopped it. They've AI'd it. No. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Should I go right in? So stunning. Look at the leaves on that. Look, and even now, looking that gorgeous. And not a slug hole in sight.
George, what are you doing to us? That is beautiful.
Yeah, that's stunning. I love it. Adore that one.
You've even got the raindrops on there. That is a perfect picture, isn't it? That is beautiful. I'm really impressed. Anne's been in touch. Anne, thanks so much. She says, hi, happy people. Are you going to get big bags of the bulbs? It's a tete-a-tete. bulbs and pansy cool frost garden ready plants. Yes, we had 100 pack, and we'll be getting them back soon on a future YouGarden TV show. Thanks so much. And just had a wander through the garden. Best wishes, Anne. All right, let's see what's happening in your garden. Oh wow. I think you've sent loads of pictures. We'll go through them. Thank you.
I think, is that the appletini? He looks like that first one, the appletini. But yeah, I mean, look at the weight of. Look at those pears. Whoa!
Look. Oh, Anne, your garden's like an Acer. Do you know what? You can't beat an Acer.
Look at that. I mean, how many colours are there on that one plant?
Right,
That is beautiful.
That's everything you want from an Acer, isn't it?
You've obviously put that in the most prime position, because even now, I mean, that is looking absolutely immaculate.
Yeah, you know what you're doing now. My word.
And look at this one as well. How verdant and green is that?
Is that another Acer?
Yeah, another Acer.
Is it? Yeah. Gorgeous. Oh yeah, beautiful hydrangeas.
That's a nice sort of colour changing one. It's like magical candle. That kind of does that sort of. I don't know if it is that one, but it kind of changes colours.
It's like an ombre. That's really impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, Stu said maybe Polestar, that one. But yeah, lovely. Oh, look at that. Again, you've got the colour change there as well. You've got the lime greens and then go into the pinks. It's nice to see things.
These are beautiful. I absolutely. Oh, wow.
Come on.
Wow. That's everything you want from an Acer. That is just idyllic, isn't it?
That is perfection.
Isn't that a pot a great choice too?
Yeah, the pot is, and the sun, the little sun thing. I just like the way that's, that's almost like a sunset with the red kind of sky, and then the sun.
Well, I've got goosebumps there.
Yeah,
and that is poetic.
It is. It's beautiful, isn't it?
That's absolute poetry. That is beautiful. That is so zen. And thank you very much. Thanks to all of you. We've got another email to Graham has been in touch. Graham, very good morning to you. Keep them coming through, guys. I love doing this. Right. Morning all. Single flowering dahlia. Regards, Graham. Right, let's have a look. We've got a few pictures. Oh, wow.
That pure yellow. That's beautiful.
Just look how bright that is.
Uplifting. And those dahlias have got the dark coloured leaves as well, the nice chocolatey coloured leaves. So you get that really good contrast.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Oh, yes.
And again.
Nice variety of colours you've got here.
They're normally, this one quite often, they're normally named after bishops. So like they have Bishop of Llandaff or Bishop of this or Bishop of that. So, but yeah, look at them. Just perfect, aren't they? Look at the little raindrop as well on there. I love that little drop of water on the petal. So, I mean, the pictures we get sent in these, look at that. That could be, again, you could see that in a magazine or a catalogue, couldn't you?
It's incredible, absolutely. Even like the raindrops in there, that is seriously. I'd buy that as art.
The light shining through the petals as well. You get the little flush of pink.
Seriously, thank you so much. Yeah, that was from Graham. Thanks so much. We've had some more come through. We'll read them out shortly. They are absolutely brilliant. So yeah, we've got about another hour on the show. So keep them coming through, guys. We'll show as many as we can. Right. Okay. So next up, so the professional compost. That's on your screen at the moment. So 2 40-litre bags, £19.97. So at the moment, it's £16.97 if you're a club member. That is superb value for money. I don't think I've seen it that low actually since I've been there. Right. We're going to do the laurel next. Do you think? The Portuguese laurel. Shall we look at that? Right, so we haven't seen this properly yet, actually, on this show, have we? Sorry, we have been back to this briefly. But at the moment, it's £25, 49 pence for club members. This is robust as well. This is very well established.
It's one of my favourite shrubs, this. It gets called Portuguese laurel, but I've always called it Portugal laurel. And I think it's one of those things. You kind of Google
it's in your head, isn't it?
Yeah, and on some websites it's Portugal laurel, and others it's Portuguese. But what it is very, very, very tough. It's a shrub that I've seen growing for many, many years in all sorts of different gardens. I've seen this, even though it's called Portugal laurel, I've seen it grow in shade, I've seen it grow in full sun, I've seen it grow in clay, I've seen it grow in sandy soils. It is very, very drought tolerant as well. Really, really crazy drought tolerant. Evergreen. So all the year through, you have these beautiful glossy leaves that got a slight serration on the edge of the leaves. The stems are a nice sort of reddish colour. And it even flowers. It has these lovely kind of long, wispy white flower stems with kind of a nice soft fragrance, loved by the pollinating insects, by the way. And It is a shrub that you can prune and shape.
Right.
It really, really lends itself. There you go. You can see the flowers there. It really lends itself to being pruned or turned into topiary, whatever you want to do with it. This is a standard form of it, so you can let it grow naturally if you want to, or you could trim and shape this into a ball shape. But as I say, it's just so adaptable. It will grow in full sun, it will grow in shade, it will grow in clay, it will grow in sand. It is crazy frost hardy as well, -5, -10, -15, not bothered about the winter temperatures. And in summer, it will go into those really, really dry places. So yeah, an amazing shrub.
It's big. I mean, the size of the plant you're getting for this price, $25.49. Honestly, if I was in a garden centre for that, I'd probably think more than the retail price on the top of your screen. Honestly, I really would think so. But for $25.49 is so good, and it's free shipping, so delivered to your door if you're a club member for £25.49. So it's 511538. Joe, what a lovely way to start a Sunday, this, isn't it? Maybe having a roast later, maybe going for a walk this afternoon. Who knows? But what a brilliant way to start a Sunday, just talking about plants and the cozy seasons. They just said that to me. I haven't thought of it like a cozy season, but yeah, rather than a cold season, it's much better to think cozy season.
It's funny because the other day we were talking about it's the time of year now for sort of jam roly-poly and steamed puddings and dumplings,
custard, anything with custard.
Kind of all the high carby things. Yeah.
Do you have a comfort meal in the winter?
I have a comfort dessert, and that's treacle sponge.
What a choice!
Treacle sponge and custard. I adore that. Yeah.
Well, do you have a food comfort for winter? Email us in. Let us know on YouTube. What's your ultimate go-to? Just a good hearty roast, I think.
Yeah, or a hot pot.
Hot pot's good.
Nice hot pot. Loads of mash. Sausage and mash, onion gravy.
Yeah. Lots of gravy. If you can't eat gravy with a fork, I don't want to know. It's got to be thick.
Anyway. Yeah. Watery gravy is horrible, isn't it?
Why would you want it? Pointless. Pointless.
I make gravy almost like custard. That's how I love it.
Absolutely. It's got to be thick.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. Now we digress. We've got a new size of heavy-duty pots. Now, you're going to get a pack of 3 here. 35 litres, Adam. These are so substantial.
Well, watch my knuckles.
I know you're a big fan.
You can see here, look, white knuckles. I'm really, really giving these handles some stress. I'm trying to pull these handles off. These handles are really, really fantastically fixed on. They're not like those other truggy things you get where those wispy handles that snap off really, really quick. Drainage holes as well. You've got drainage holes at the bottom.
Yeah, extra
in fact,
drainage.
I'll show you. But you've got drainage holes on the side, so you can see there. But also, you've got these sort of raised channels at the base there, and you can see you've got drainage holes in those as well. No pot feet needed.
Pot feet, yeah.
So, because the thing is, Charlie, with this kind of pot, once you plant this up, you're probably going to sit it where you want it to be for a long, long time.
Yeah.
So what can happen sometimes with pots when you sit them in a place for a long, long time, the holes get clogged up and then the pot becomes waterlogged during the winter time. It won't happen with this because, say, the actual holes are sort of raised up in the little grooves at the side.
So it's not just underneath the line, it's the side too. Yeah.
You've got the side and you've got the little sort of grooves as well.
It's so important.
So, yeah, double drainage on those as well.
So I've bought pots there that I've actually had to drill in extra holes. And it looks unsightly. It's just, you shouldn't have to do that.
No, you don't want that hassle, do you? These are UV stable, so they're not going to go brittle. They're not going to kind of end up after 2 or 3 years you move them and they kind of fall apart. In fact, what I'll do, I'll just quickly show you.
They are really strong.
Well, I'm just going to make the point. Let's just, before we move on, I'm just making myself a bit of space. Right, so we did this the other day. So this is how strong these pots are. So, I'm really, really giving that some.
Wow.
And these are not splitting, they're not cracking,
Yeah,
I've got.
do you feel better now?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
it's been stressful.
Yeah, I sort of feel quite relaxed now. Got that out of my system. But yeah, I've got a video of this on my TikTok page. Yeah, and I'm actually beating the life out of one of these with a spade.
Right. Okay.
And honestly, it doesn't crack. It doesn't split.
I'm needing to see that.
It doesn't become warped. It doesn't become damaged. These are tough pots, and you can see here, those pots being used by Sean in his sort of greenhouse.
Yeah, Sean loves these.
There's so many uses for these, and don't just think about growing things in them. I mean, for example, they're good for harvesting. You might want to harvest your potatoes.
Yeah.
You might want to go around and put your leaves in when you're collecting leaves up in the autumn, or transporting compost around.
Or collecting logs for the fire in the winter.
Yeah, there we go. Cozy again. The cozy thing. Yeah. Cozy log fire.
Yeah, you could. Do you know what? Yeah, that is the one thing I like about winter, actually. Cozy fires. nice cosy pub with a fire with lovely plants around.
Oh, no, that's nice in the winter.
That's ideal. Anyway, look, 3 35-litre pots. There we go. It's good for maintenance, of course, but it's good for growing. Every garden can find use for this. So it's 130682. By the way, whilst looking at this, the compost is on a mind of its own. My word, you're loving this. It's normally one of our best-selling items. We don't always discount it because it's good value anyway for the results it gives you. But at the moment, well, normally £24, but at the moment, it's 2 bags for £19.97. It's so good. For club members, look at that, it's lowered even further to £16.97. And type in the code, that delivered, no extra cost for your P&P. So it's 100064. Whatever plants you got, absolutely go for it. Right, now, the Miscanthus. I was looking at this last night. I love the colour on this too. I've got a few grasses, but nothing like that.
It's extraordinary. Are we going to all Chris de Burgh?
Yeah.
I'm not going to sing. You can sing if you want.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, these are extraordinary, aren't they? I mean, and I say it every time when I look at that picture, that first picture, I always think of an ostrich. All you need is a pair of legs at the bottom and a big head.
Yeah.
It's because it's kind of got ostrich feather look to it.
Yeah.
This and this grass is extraordinary because Miscanthus are tough. They are robust grasses. They'll get through the frost. They'll get through the snow. Very, very drought tolerant as well once established. So again, if you struggled this year to get drama from certain plants because they've wilted and you want drama, go for these. These will give you incredible drama throughout the summer, but then later in the year, in the autumn, kind of heading into early winter, these beautiful green leaves turn that fiery red colour.
That's what does it for me. I can't wait to see the transformation of my garden with this.
They're just starting. You can see some of these leaves have got a little hint of red. And these plants are small at the moment, but they're going to grow quickly. And that's another good thing about Miscanthus. Look at that picture there, Charlie, of that plant being backlit by the autumn sun. That is dramatic, isn't it?
It takes me on a holiday, that. I don't know what. It was like sand dunes and things. It takes me away. I don't know what it is.
No, I get that.
But do you know what the grasses, it's the way they sway in the wind. It's almost the sound of them I find really quite comforting. I adore it. And, you know, in terms of maintenance, it's easy.
Yeah, these are easy. So fantastic root system on those really well-established plants. So all you do with these have been grown on here by ourselves in our professional compost, so hence that amazing root system. Maintenance-wise, leave them through the winter. Don't worry about them during the winter. And then in spring, sort of mid to late spring, trim them down, but no kind of lower than about, I would say, 8 inches to a foot high. Don't go any lower than that because the new leaf stalks will be coming through the old stems.
Right.
So if you go down too low, you're going to chop the tops off and you'll end up with blades of grass that are flat on top. So only go down about that far. They'll come back again. They'll come back for donkey's years as well. Miscanthus, they're a very, very long-lived, tough grass. So if you want drama, if you want even to grow a grass that will give you privacy, because these are quite tall. If you want to screen out, I don't know, a garage wall, perhaps a bin area, something like that.
Right.
And you want robustness, you want drought tolerance, you want colour, you want
I
drama.
Need this. Honestly, I want
texture.
it. This is definitely, this is probably my favourite on the show now. Definitely
You want the sound of the wind blowing through.
Yes.
These are plants
it's that
kind of,
rustling sound, isn't it?
So really, these kind of tease all the senses. Obviously, apart from, you can't eat them, but other than that, they're brilliant.
They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. £21.22 for 3 of them. I mean, that is an absolute bargain. So it's 561-262. Now we've also got a mixed allium collection in front of us here.
Yeah.
Really nice. 100 bulbs.
Yeah, we couldn't find our picture because we have got a picture with all of them on. So we just kind of went for this. But
We'll show you a clip in a minute.
Yeah, Stu's going to run us through. So basically in here, I'm going to pick it up so I can never remember all that's in here. So
that's a good value then.
Yeah,
100 bulbs for £12.74.
Yeah, I mean £12.74 for like 100 allium bulbs.
Pence, we're talking pence,
and you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gorgeous varieties of allium there as well. Some are going to flower perhaps as early as March. You've got the Christophii one there. Some will go almost through to June. So there's the allium molly. They're the shortest ones, about a foot tall these, and probably about the earliest to flower. They will spread. This is Nigra, that's got these lovely sort of white flower heads, sort of about mid-spring flowering. This is the drumstick one. I can never say the word on this. I just call them. It's the drumstick, and they can flower all the way into June. Those ones, which is phenomenal.
Wow.
These are the that's Purple Sensation. You've got there, yeah. So, and those are about the Chelsea Flower Show flowering time. These are back to the Christophii. So a brilliant sort of mix in here. What was it say?
6 varieties, 100 bulbs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh,
is it 7? Oh, beg your pardon.
It's yes, that's it. You're getting the nectar ascordum as well. So on the pack here, Stu, we're looking at if we've got the right,
So we can confirm it's 7. So 7 varieties, 100 bulbs. How about that?
Fabulous price on those. And alliums come back year after year after year. They love a really hot, dry, sunny spot. And again, and there's the nectar ascordum. This is really unusual, really different, this one. And again, if you struggled with plants this year because of the drought, these are super, super drought tolerant. They love hot and dry. You'll get these in the ground really, really quickly. And
how far apart how do you space?
So, well, rule of thumb, depth and width-wise, if a bulb is about 1 inch tall, then you need about 3 inches of soil above it. So basically, whatever height the bulb is, 3 times the amount of soil above it.
Okay.
And spacing-wise, that's probably the purple sensation. I put about 6-7 inches apart. The allium molly, the smaller ones, they could go 2 or 3 inches apart.
Nice. Okay.
You could actually lasagna plant these in a pot as well if you wanted to. I did a lasagna planting yesterday with alliums, or put them in beds and borders. But the most important thing for alliums is super well-drained soil, sunny position. They'll grow in very poor soils, by the way. Very sandy, gravelly, stony soils as well, and they're very, very drought tolerant.
And so much great information there. Thanks, Simon.
And they'll spread.
And they spread. And Joe, if you forget any information, this show will be uploaded to YouTube, so you can watch it back time and time again. So when you get these, you'll have these in a few days. And if you want to just refresh your memory, you can skip to this part. Right, so they're the alliums. Yeah, £12.74. Right, coming up next, we have got the spring flowering bulb collection.
People have gone bonkers for these because the value on this is just extraordinary.
So 300 bulbs? No, is that right?
£12.74.
So delivered, if you're a club member, 300 bulbs for £12.74.
It just makes me laugh. It just makes me.
You might as well put them in.
I mean, starting on here, we've got the drumstick alliums there, which are about sort of June, July flowering. Then we've got these beautiful Narcissus caniculatus. These are multi-headed. Also, they're fragrant as well, and they're going to flower for you about March time. At the bottom, you've got the Iphion, which are just absolutely phenomenal. The Iphion, in most sort of mixes, the Iphion just come in like blue. We're giving you white, blue, and pink in this selection. Then on the opposite side, you've got the Muscari, and these will spread about for you. You've got Allium Molly here, which is another type of allium, probably about 12 inches tall. You've got crocus in the middle, lovely mix of crocus, and then you've got your Triumph tulips. So a great mix, fabulous mix of these bulbs here, different quantities of different bulbs. They'll come back year after year. And probably the flowering period could be from February with these all the way into June with the drumstick alliums flowering, kind of the latest. And again, if you want to do the lasagna planting, you can do that. There's a brilliant kind of video on our TikTok shop showing you how to lasagna plant. But yeah, these are awesome and really good bulbs. All these bulbs will definitely flower for you next year and just give you such incredible colour.
They will. And 300 bulbs, I can't believe it. Maybe you got the compost in there, maybe you got the crocus in there, then add this into if you can do, for that value for money. You might give some to a friend, a neighbour, he's got 300 of them. Right now, the next one we got a few more to go through. We've got recaps coming up as well. But this one here, the cranberry, the pilgrim.
Yeah.
Really pretty.
Imagine growing your own cranberries.
I know, right? I've never heard of that either.
Your own cranberry juice. That would be great. That would be great. So I love a Cosmopolitan, and that's one of the...
I used to work in a cocktail bar.
Oh, really?
I did make a good Cosmopolitan.
Oh, that's good to know, Charlie, because
I will.
That is my favourite cocktail. And that is cranberry, isn't it?
Yeah, cranberry, yeah.
Cranberry, vodka, citron.
Is it? Oh, good. Someone just put vodka, but a citron, lemon vodka. That's the one to do.
That's it.
A bit of orange on the top there.
Yeah, and what's the other one? Is it triple sec or quite Cointreau. That's it,
you can have Grand Marnier Cointreau. Yeah.
So, if you want to make your own...
It's not too early, is it? It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Exactly. So if you want to make your own cranberry juice, well, you can now, because you can grow your own cranberries. This is a really, really unusual plant. It's evergreen. It's sort of ground huggy, and it will produce these cranberry fruits. Now, if you've already got a garden where you've got rhododendrons, azaleas, magnolias growing in the ground, really lush, green, healthy leaves, you've probably got acid soil, and that's what cranberries like. So you could plant that directly in that kind of soil. If you haven't, but you still want to grow these, grow them in a pot or a container. Probably just something like a 30-litre pot is big enough for these, nothing bigger than that. Use our ericaceous compost. We've got the professional compost, but we've got an ericaceous version, and you can grow your cranberry in there. They flower in the spring. They're beautiful kind of little bell-shaped white flowers, and then they'll produce these gorgeous cranberries that you can pick. You could use them in preserves.
Cranberry jelly.
Cranberry jelly.
Or just on some yoghurt in the morning for breakfast.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
Beautiful. A bit of honey or something. Oh, stop it.
So, yeah, go for it. Try it.
It's lovely. That's great. Yeah, give it a go. Look, it's £12.74. It could be the start of a new hobby, new passion for you growing cranberries. Who knows? So, yeah, 310047. Do you know what? We're doing good for time. We've got about 40 minutes left. It's an £8 saving actually we've got on here compared to the rest, compared to the website. So, yeah, and then your club discount of 15%. So total you pay is £12.74 for club members. If you're not a club member, you can pay £10 today, and that's it. You are a member for the next year, and it can auto renew if you wanted to for that price as well. But the point making is, you can start buying these deals straight away and get the most from it. Okay, now do you know what? Some people can lose their mojo, I think, this time of year. But actually, as we discovered, there are so many things we can plant now. Everything we're watching on the show is ready to be planted. Right, now the Mojo Berry, I haven't seen this before.
Yeah, this is a mulberry. Now, I've seen mulberries grown in different customers' gardens over the years, and normally mulberries grow into trees. They're what they use to feed silkworms, to make silk.
Right, okay. Oh, really?
So
okay.
they feed on...
hence mulberry...
they feed on mulberry leaves. But normally you'd be looking at a tree perhaps 15, 20 foot tall, really, really wide. This only gets to about 1.2 metres tall. So really compact, but it will grow full-size mulberries, or mojo berries, if you want to call them those. They look like big blackberries. They're super sweet. They're delicious. They're packed with sort of vitamins and minerals. And again, you could make jelly out of these. You can make jam. You could eat them fresh if you want to. Lots and lots of different things you can do with these. You can see the plant there. Super gorgeous, healthy foliage on there as well. Self-fertile. And it doesn't need any special soil, doesn't need ericaceous soil, so you can grow these. In fact, I think mulberries actually do quite well on chalky soils. So, yeah, just plant this anywhere, really. Reasonably bright and open and sunny. Grow it in a container if you want to. But if you want to grow your own mulberries that will be ready for you about June through to November time, go for it. Grow these.
Why not?
Try it again.
Go for it. It's £11.04. Honestly, I'm always so impressed with the price here on YouGarden. I love coming in. John, 310092. Well, John, we're going to get reset, but let's recap some deals we've shown you today. And if you ever unsure about item numbers, if you forget all the deals we've got, go to yougarden.com. Click on live deals, scroll down, you'll see them there. Now, one of the first deals we looked at today was this. It's the crocus, it's the saffron crocus. Yes, you could grow your own saffron. Imagine that. That might be a big reason you buy this, or maybe you want to buy it just for the actual flowers, or both. But look, you're going to get 20 bulbs here for £8.49. I keep saying that's in my top three. I think I've said that for several items, but this is definitely in there. It's 600455. It's so pretty, but you know what? Imagine, crocuses, I've always loved a crocus, but my mum does as well. But you know what? To grow your own saffron there is magnificent. And yes, you can use it, you can eat it, the saffron pot. But yeah, £8.49 is such a good deal. Don't forget to type in the code YGTV3725 and your P&P will be reduced to 0. Right, now if you like that, if that's in your basket before you check out, Have you seen these? This is the Pansy Britannia mix. So patriotic. You've got those classic British colours there. I mean, you can't get more quintessentially British than this. And that's actually for pansies, generally speaking, too. They're so nostalgic. They're so classic. You're going to get 10 garden-ready plants here for £8.49. So it's 410009. Thanks so much to everyone watching. We've had such a busy show. It's just such a good time of the year to forward plan your gardening. We're talking about colour throughout the winter. We're talking about other deals on the show to get ready, give us a head start for spring and summer next year too. So it's a really good time, especially with these deals. Right, that's one pansy variety we've got on the show. We've also got this, the Cool Wave. This is so possible. You can have this in your garden and you could look like this throughout the winter. How about that? I mean, if you're looking for ideas to give pops of colour, bursts of energy in your garden during these cooler months, then this is the one. I honestly didn't think it could look like this throughout the coldest of months, but it really could do. So 400967. So yeah, that's £11.04. Usually, fair play, £40.90. You can't argue with that. I actually think that's still good. I think that's lower than normal. Yeah, £11.04. But you know what, while we're talking about garden-ready plants, maybe you fancy a pansy colour burst, and it lives up to the name. You've got whites, yellows, oranges, purples. You've got fiery oranges in there actually. But what I love about pansies, it's that ombre, it's that transition of colour on the petals. Honestly, these take me back to my childhood. Maybe you too. It's £8.49. That's 10 garden-ready plants. I still can't believe I'm saying that. It's less than £1 each for something that could give you so much pleasure. Guys, it's worth it. It's 401195. Right, now talk about adding bursts of colour. How about getting orbs of colour with these baskets? Now these are the pre-planted baskets. Now get this, you get 2 of them for £25.48, and you get a free gift. You get the 100 grams of Blooming Fast fertiliser. Normally that's around about £5, but you get that added into your order. You haven't got to find it on the website, it'll just arrive in your delivery. So that's 450024. Don't forget, whatever you're buying on the show, before you check out, if you type in YGTV 3725, you get free postage and packaging, free shipping. How good is that? And your free gifts where applicable too. Right, okay. Right, we have got different colourways here. Same pansy, but different trails we got here. These are so pretty. This is the frosty colours. I adore this. I find these so refreshing. Guys, these are going to be flowering at Christmas. Have you got your family coming around? Have you got guests coming around at Christmas? You're going to want to show off your garden. Sometimes they look a bit worse for air, you know, a little bit damp, not much colour going on. But really go for it this Christmas. Really go for it this year in the colder months. Okay, some of the things we've already seen. It's one of my all-time favourite here at YouGarden. It's the Nandina Obsessed, the sacred bamboo. It's not bamboo, don't worry about that. Nothing to do with bamboo. I had that once and I regretted it. but there's nothing, it's not even bamboo, but it looks similar. It's gorgeous. The actual foliage can change colour throughout the seasons. So this is all year round interest, folks. It's £12.74. So 510759. Right, now the red rumble poppies. Now these have also been popular. Look how vivid the red is here. Well, you get 3 9cm pots for £16.97. That's 561213. Now, I've had lots of comments talking about hostas today, so thanks to everyone on YouTube. Have you seen this one? This is called the Silly String. I think every family member I've got has hostas, but nothing quite like this. Another thing I sort of grew up with, but this looks architectural. This is looking, I think, like Mediterranean style gardens. I really do think so. It's that kind of vibe. But for £19.52, you're going to get something really unique here. And the recommended retail price, you would be talking about £38.97 to be precise. So yeah, you're saving good money here. It's 561366. We're going to be seeing the viburnum again shortly, but just give you a little teaser in case you just joined us. Hello, very good morning. My name is Charlie, in case we haven't met. This is the Charles Lamont. This is the sort of colour you can expect throughout winter too, by the way. A lovely, soft, blush pink. It is so romantic. It offers the tranquility that cherry blossom would give for me. I don't know why I'm thinking of that. But look, it's very tranquil. 510709. Love it. The viburnum. Beautiful things. Okay. Right, we've got the fig standard coming next. Now, this is the brown turkey standard. So you can see the size. It arrives around about 70 to 100 centimetres tall in a 3-litre pot, but you're saving £10 here. Have you grown your own figs? There's nothing quite like it. Right. £21.24 is the club member. It's so good. Well, we're talking about fig trees, talking about hostas, pansies, we've got rose of the week, we've got all sorts. Wherever you buy, we want to give them a really, really good chance of life. We want to give them the best chance to flourish, and that's where our compost comes in. If you haven't tried our professional compost, then here's our head gardener telling you all about it.
We describe this as premium professional compost. And the reason for that is it is the compost that is known, this formula we have perfected over decades. I've been using it for decades. We have perfected it over decades. You've got a blend of the best peats plus wood fibre that you can imagine. Now, by volume, approximately 50% of this compost is wood fibre, and the balance is made up of a blend of peats, and there are 3 different peats. So you've got things like sphagnum moss peat, which is renewable. You've got sedge peat, and then you've got darker sphagnum as well in there. So you've got 3 different peats. You've also got, you can see actually just there's slow-release fertiliser. These little green, what look like little eggs, you'll see those dotted among the compost when you're planting it. That's slow-release fertiliser. One of the most expensive ingredients in any compost is fertiliser. You can see there's another one just down below. That is amazing because that will deploy nutrients to the roots of whatever you grow in this compost just when they need it over the next 6 months. You then got what's called a buffer. Now, peat in particular is naturally acidic. And plants like to be just on the acidic side of neutral as a generality. There are exceptions, so things like rhododendrons and azaleas, they love to be properly acidic in terms of the ericaceous soil or compost they're growing in. But most things like it just on the slightly acidic edge of neutral. So that's what this is designed to give you. So it's got a pH buffer to keep it in exactly that zone. The wood fibre keeps the sort of perfect air-water porosity ratio, which is what we talk about in the trade, all these complicated terms. But it's, what plants need is they need a jungle gym to grow in. So they need a jungle gym for their roots, which is called growing medium. They need some water, and they need some air, and they need nutrients. And when you've got the perfect compost, it blends the air and the water and the constituents of the compost. It all blends together to give the perfect environment. That's what this particular compost does, which is why it's trusted by us. We will be growing approximately 150,000 potted roses on this nursery this year. That's roughly what we grow most years. We'll be growing, I don't know how many hanging baskets, but our pre-planted hanging baskets that will be available later, you will have bought them in the autumn and last spring as well. They grow in this compost. We will grow countless perennials, whether they be in the 9 centimetre square pots or the 3-litre pots or the 5-litre pots, plus fruit trees. And this is the compost we use for all of those things. So we trust it, the trade trusts it, and actually based upon the literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands of bags of this particular compost that you've bought over the years, you definitely trust it as well. And, actually, peat is a thing. We need to think about peat. Not me. I happen to also be peat, but it's the peat that's in here that we're talking about. We can still use peat in our gardens right now, and actually the alternatives, generally speaking, are a bit iffy. So if you want to get the best results, in my view, use this particular compost for as long as you can. It's got 50% other material in it, which is the lowest level we could get to and still have a professional quality product for you and for ourselves. So we've been as eco-friendly as we can, and we jumped onto that particular that approach years and years and years ago. So this is the same formulation that we've had for at least the last 6 or 7 years, with 50% other material to bulk out the peat, and it still works better. So I would say this is, in my opinion, it's the only compost I use at home. It's the compost we use on the nursery. I can't recommend it highly enough.
And there you have it. I haven't seen Compost anything like it, and lots of people coming back for more. But we've had such a busy show. Thanks so much to everyone's watching. Loads of people watching on YouTube too. We've got Cheryl watching. Cheryl, hello. Adam and I were talking about winter months. What are our home comforts in winter? What sort of food do people like? Mauricia likes lamb stew with fluffy dumplings.
Oh, yeah, fluffy dumplings as well. Now you're talking.
I went to Prague actually a few weeks ago. Like goulash and dumplings, and oh my word, that's fantastic. Neil says, winter food, food-wise in the winter, you can't beat a good stew and dumplings followed by treacle sponge and custard.
Wow, hello, I'm coming around yours.
That's fantastic. I like it. People are sending more pictures. Yeah, we're going to show you some more photos very, very shortly. But yeah, welcome everyone. We've got about 25 minutes left. We've got more deals to go through. Should we talk about the viburnum?
Yeah.
Let's recap this, shall we?
Because this plant has just got so many facets. First of all, when you get it home, if you scrunch the foliage...
Oh, yes.
It has a really kind of nutty kind of smell to the foliage, which I really like.
I can't describe that. I'm struggling to find the words.
I'm trying to... All I can say, nutty is the word.
Like a nutty, rustic... It's like a warming scent, if that makes any...
I will eventually nail it as to what kind of... something that it's specific to, but it's hard to nail it down at the moment. But so you've got that fragrant foliage, but what you've also got is beautiful green foliage during the summer. I mean, these really elegant leaves, dark green leaves with the lovely serrated edges. But if I just kind of tilt this plant towards you, you can see the autumn colours kicking in now. There's sort of deep sort of russet colours there that are coming through. So in the autumn, it has that really, really lovely coloured foliage and a really good upright habit on this plant, which is nice. It's kind of a nice, neat growing shrub. But I tell you what, even once the leaves drop off, it hasn't done its best thing yet because it's a winter flowering shrub. This viburnum Charles Lamont, it is beautiful. During the winter months, you get clusters, Charlie, of these soft pink flowers. In fact, the base of the flower is a deep pink, and then as the flower opens up, it becomes a softer pink. And the fragrance is divine, absolutely divine. So if you want a really tough, hardy, robust, long-lived shrub, can get to 2 to 3 metres tall eventually, that's got beautiful foliage in the summer, fragrant foliage, gorgeous autumn colour, even lovely coloured stems. They're a dark kind of reddy brown colour. Then in the wintertime, pink flowers, fragrance, hardiness, drought tolerance once established, will grow in clay, will grow in sandy soils. You could even grow this in a large container if you wanted to. Go for this plant. This is a lot of plant. This is what I'll do, I'll try and take it out the pot. I'm not going to make a flipping mess because it's got bark. No, I didn't do too bad there.
That was good. That was contained.
Sometimes when we pull them out the pot with the bark mulch, the mulch goes everywhere. But look how beautifully established that is.
Yeah.
So get this in the ground
it's
now.
So consistent, isn't it, as well, the root?
All the way round.
Yeah.
I mean, this plant is perfection. It's just ready to go in the ground. It'll get established in the next couple of 2 or 3 weeks.
So you've introduced me to that. I haven't probably seen one of those before. I love it.
Oh, they're lovely.
The viburnum. Don't forget to get the special saving and the free P&P. Then type in that code YGTV 3725. By the way, when it comes to talk about Strulch, then it's on the side of your screen now. This is another special price here. Actually, you ordinarily £52.97. That's the RRP, but now, well, you can see there £29.97 and it's £25.47 for club members. Don't forget, if you've already made an order and you think, oh no, I should have got this, well, you still can. Look, it's still free shipping, okay? So if you're multi-buying during the show in different orders, just type in that code again and you'll get free P&P. So don't worry if you've missed out on this. But people like this for warding off those pests. They're good weed suppressants, aren't they, as well?
Yeah, it keeps the moisture in. But I'll tell you, one thing you can do with it this time of year. So say, for instance, you've decided this year to leave your dahlias in the ground or your ginger lily in the ground and you've got quite well-drained soil. Sometimes if you get a really cold spell, the frost can get down into the ground and it can turn those tubers to jelly. It can, the frost just destroys them.
Yeah.
Put a nice thick layer of Strulch over the top of any of those susceptible roots. It will stop the frost getting down into the ground. It'll act like a duvet. It will protect those delicate tubers and those delicate roots. So you don't need to lift the plants out. you can leave them in and just protect them with Strulch. And of course, also, you can walk on it this time of year or in winter time without all the mud sticking to your boots.
That's a good point.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
And also, it stops the rain. I mean, where I live, I've got very sandy soil. And when we get very heavy rain in the winter, it can actually erode the soil. It washes it away. So, again, a good layer of Strulch will prevent that happening, prevent the soil getting splashed everywhere. And it looks good. It looks lovely.
I was just going to say that it looks different, actually. I see lots of... I love the bark and all that, and people have, like, aggregates and things. But actually, the Strulch, it looks quite rustic. It is. It's a bit... It just feels very natural.
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't it? Of course it is, but it's
beautiful. Organic. It's an organic product as well. So, yeah, which is all good. Made
Peace
in the
of
UK.
mind. Completely organic. There you go. £25.47. So 100 Fantastic. Right, we'll whiz down here because we've got lots to recap. We've only got about 20 minutes left. Right. Not just any rose, the rose of the week. Where do we start with this then, Adam?
Well, I mean, the first thing we've got to say about it is burgundy ice, and look at the flower colour. I mean, this is this is like a sort of a port-coloured rose, isn't it? I mean, you pour out a glass of ruby port, and you've got that sort of that colour.
Stop! What are you doing to me? You're killing me. You know, on our first sip, honestly, I'm going to go home, have some port, have a roast, dumplings. What Neil and Mauricio said. I'm going to have to do all that.
But as you see, when there's sort of and as the flower opens, the colour sort of fades down a little bit. So it's one of those roses that changes colour as it opens. It's fragrant as well. Really nice fragrance on this rose. It's nice and compact. Only gets about 1 metre tall. It's repeat flowering, so it flowers from June all the way through right till now, possibly even into October. If we get a mild autumn, it'll keep flowering, it will keep going. Clusters of flowers. It's like what we call a floribunda rose. So you get groups of flowers on the stems, looking really gorgeous, very stunning. Look at that, and that beautiful shot there, just seeing that little bud about to burst open.
So in a few days, you reckon that will go open even more? Yeah,
and hardy, disease resistant. You can grow it in a container, or of course you can grow it in the ground. And £14.44, get away. That's mad.
Well, it's only that price for this week, or while the stocks last, don't forget, and before that, but it's £14.44. I would add it to your basket, and I would check that out this morning, because I'm hoping we've got enough stocks last until Wednesday, but we're Sunday now, and we're busy. So guys, well done if you've got that. So 530-563. Right, the Pansy Cool Wave.
What is a cool wave? Is that kind of a cool wave? Is that cool?
I thought you looked very street there. Yeah, that's very cool. Honestly, you convinced me.
Really?
No one can do a cool wave.
I don't think I convinced myself.
No one. It's impossible to do a cool wave. Anyway.
But the great thing about these pansies, cool wave, is these are cool pansies as well, because these flower for up to 10 months. They're flowering now. They're going to be flowering Christmas time. They're going to be flowering Valentine's, Easter, Maybank holidays. They'll take a little rest during the summer. Autumn, they'll kick in again. They trail as well. Up to 30 to 40 centimetres. These will trail down. These are ready to go out in the garden as well. As we say, garden-ready plants. And what we mean by that is they've got an established root system that is big enough and chunky enough to go straight out into the garden. You can put these in your raised beds to tumble and trail down the side, your hanging baskets, your window boxes, your raised pots, your troughs. They're fragrant, some of them as well. I wouldn't say it's a really in-your-face fragrance, but they do have some of them have a sort of a faint fragrance. The flowers are also edible, so you can use them on your food. You could put them on salads. You could put them decorate a cheesecake or a pavlova, or
good idea.
Or put them in ice cubes.
In ice cubes, never thought of that. Do you know, that's look, it's 10 of them for £11.40. So what's that? That's like what, £1.14 for that?
Isn't that lovely?
If you're a club member, just over £1. £1. It's really
you could go to a garden centre, Charlie, and see one of those in a 9 centimetre pot or slightly bigger, and they might be charging you like £2.49, £3 for one plum.
And these will get to that,
They will.
It's the perfect stage to buy these, I think, because you get the value, and well, you can space them out too, of course. So yeah, 400-967. Right, now these are the patriotic pansies we got here, the Britannia collection.
They are red, white, and blue, or more purple. Burgundy and white.
It's in between, isn't it? Yeah.
But stunning. I mean, really, really stunning colours. These again, these plants are ready to go straight out into the garden. They've got a really good root system on them. These ones, and these don't trail like the cool wave, but they will kind of spill over the side of the pot a little bit. But anywhere you can practically put these for winter colour, apart from deep shade. But yeah, so you think of all those places you want to cheer up during the winter. You don't want to be looking at the tops of pots, do you? Just seeing bare earth and bare compost.
No.
So if you've got pots of bulbs, why not put some of these on the top? So you can enjoy the pansy flowers now, and all the way through the winter, and then the bulbs will come up through the middle and give you a double whammy of flower in the spring.
So pots, beds,
Yay.
These are all ready to go. You're gonna, wherever you buy today, you're gonna have them in a few days, and you can start planting immediately. So £8.49 for 10. So it's 410009. How fantastic is that?
Less than a pound a plant, and those plants are stunning.
Less
really
than
stunning.
a pound. You know, it is so good. Honestly, I'm really pleased doing this show because people do think, well, how can I maintain that colour, that excitement, that zing in my garden throughout the dreary months? Not dreary, cooler months. I won't be. I'm a summer person. I mean, I've always been a summer person. Winter,
you and me both.
I just get bored of it. But actually, you can still do gardening can't you?
More and more so these days as well, of all the different types of plants we bring you now. Well, we've got the Charles Lamont winter flowering shrub as well. So, winter doesn't have to be gloomy.
No, you can still keep your hobby going, can't you? Right down to the Fritillaria. I still struggle with this one. Beautiful, dramatic design we got there.
Yeah, these can get, well, I've seen these sometimes nearly reach a metre in height, and these are kind of mid-spring to late spring, May flowering. These plants are dramatic. They're a great big bulb that you plant nice and deep, incorporate lots of organic material into the ground before you plant these. They send up this thumping great big shoot in the spring. It looks like a giant asparagus tip, like coming through the ground. The stem gets taller and taller and taller, and then eventually it explodes into these heads of beautiful orange bell-shaped flowers with like a pineapple-y kind of top to them. They'll be buzzing with bees and pollinating insects. They look good for a couple of 2 or 3 weeks, and you can have these for 30, 40, 50 years. Once they're happy and established, they live a long, long, long time. They're dramatic, they're unusual, they're almost a bit tropical looking, if you fancy these.
I think they are. No one could argue against that being a good investment. So if you can have that for around 30, 40 years, for just over a tenner?
Not bad, is it?
It's really good. Give it a try. Give it a go. It's £10.19 for 2 large bulbs. So 630040. I'm excited for that. I really am. The next one is really, really pretty. We've got a crocus. The saffron crocus is really quite special, and it is actual saffron.
This is it. This is the actual crocus. This isn't some sort of made-up crocus. Yes, it's not like a substitute crocus. Yeah, this is Crocus sativus. This is the crocus that they plant to grow saffron.
I honestly didn't know where saffron came from. I had no idea.
Well, it's actually on the stigmas. So these little kind of orangey bits here, these are one of the female parts of the flower. That's the stamens, that's the male part. This is the stigmas here. That's what you harvest. That's what the saffron is, those little orange ribbons. And you can see you only get about 3 per
that's
flower.
Why it's probably so expensive to buy saffron.
Exactly. Yeah, and you can
huge
imagine,
jar, tiny little thing.
And I can't see AI or anything in the future ever coming up with something to harvest that. I mean,
they've probably got more important things.
Yeah, I mean that's always going to have to be harvested by humans at the end of the day, isn't it? I mean, to think how delicate it is to harvest that, but you can grow your own saffron with these stunningly beautiful crocuses, and they're slightly different. They don't flower in the spring; these flower in the autumn. Late autumn flowering, so October into November. You're getting 20 of these really big, chunky bulbs.
50p each. That's 50p in your hand. That's brilliant.
Look at that. I mean, normally crocus bulbs are about half or a third the size of that, but these are big, chunky bulbs.
It's a bit more than that. My maths are terrible, sorry, but it's good value. Put it that way.
Get these home, plant them
45
now.
pence. Yeah.
Now they may even be a possibility that you could get these to flower this autumn. I'm not going to guarantee, but they might. If you get them home really quick, plant them out, there could be a chance by end of October, mid-November, if it stays mild, they might flower for you this year. But next year, they definitely will flower for you next autumn. They'll come back year after year. Plant them in a nice, sunny, well-drained spot. That's where they'd really be happy. In the ground or in pots if you want to. And grow your own saffron. How amazing is that?
I mean, I never heard of that. I mean, we have got cranberries on the show. You can grow your cranberries. That's impressive. But saffron, amazing. What a great talking point to tell people. Right, so £8.49. Go for it. Right, now we've got pre-filled hanging baskets on the show. When you buy any hanging baskets from this live show, you do get a free gift. And I'll keep putting it down somewhere. And it's here. Right, there's 4 different ones to choose from. We're going to show you the cool waves first. But whatever hanging basket you buy, you do get this. If it's pre-filled, this will just arrive in your basket. It's the Blooming Fast Superior Plant Food. So it just arrives in your order. You haven't got to find it separately or anything like that. Right, so it arrives like this then? This is just an example we pulled.
Yeah, this is
from the
typical.
nursery.
This is typical that will be sent out to you. So this one we've taken the hanger off. So you can have this with the hanger on, or if you wanted to, you could just sit this on your table in your garden. But I've just tilted it forward so you can see all the beautiful flowers in there. Look at that lovely selection of colours. You've got purples, you've got yellows, you've got whites there. You've got a pansy that's going to flower for up to 10 months. 10 months. But also, these are going to trail. They're going to trail 30 to 40 centimetres down the side of this pot.
Right.
So this pot's going to disappear. It's just going to disappear under the mass of flower and foliage. And some of them have got a very, very... Yeah, very slight. Yeah, some of them sometimes, but
Oh, do you know what? I can get something.
Yeah, but the main thing about them is that huge long flowering period, and also the fact they're going to trail and tumble. And this is what you can get. This is what you can create. And you just need to do 3 things: feed, and remember, you're getting that $4.99 worth of feed free with a pair of these
in your delivery, in your basket,
which is phenomenal. So use that feed. That will encourage the flowers. Feed, water and deadhead. If you do those 3 things, you can create these classic, stunning hanging baskets that can look good. In fact, they'll only not look good for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
And even then, they won't look bad.
It's not often you say that, plants, is it really? So we can cope with 8 weeks, can't we?
Yeah.
So 10 months of the year, you're going to get beauty, an absolute feast for the eyes. That, and honestly, it makes me feel so nostalgic. Anything with pansies are brilliant. This is the cool wave. So you get 2 of these for $25.48. I mean, that's just a quick, easy way of just literally, you get them out, you hang them in your garden, you've got orbs of colour.
Well, that's it, Charlie, because I always say there's a bit of a naughty thing going on in the country at the moment, because all across the country, and I'm talking to you. Oh, look out your window now. I'm not pointing, honestly. There's that hanging basket bracket, isn't there? What's on it? Nothing.
Yeah, we've all got them.
There's been nothing on it all year. Are you fed up with seeing it?
Or you've got an empty basket with a bit of soil in it.
So either take the bracket down, or better still,
get it up there.
Hang one of these on there.
Yeah, I think so.
This is top wave.
You know when you go to like a nice a country pub or like a restaurant or something, or like stately home, you see all these amazing hanging baskets.
They're lovely, aren't they?
Honestly, it's the impact, the first impressions. I think it could just transform the look of a property. Maybe you're going to have 2, so one either side of your front door, your back door, maybe on some fence posts down your garden.
That'd be good. I like that idea.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
So you might multi-buy these. Maybe you can have them on all your fence posts going down your garden, or 2 on your back door, 2 on your front door.
And get that colour for up to 10 months. And these top wave, they have the bigger flower. So they've got these larger kind of like true pansy-sized flowers on there as well. Stunning range of colours. And as I say, again, if you want, you can very easily take these off the side, and then they can actually, says that every time, there we go, they can just ping off. Right. And then you can just have them as sit-alone pots if you want to, or you can just clip them back on and have them as a hanging basket.
Actually ready to put on a bracket, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're anti-twist as well, so they won't get all twisted and kind of caught up, which is good. Yeah,
I think this would be. I do like the cool one too, but I think the top wave, that this is the one for me.
And already trailing, Charlie, you can already see the trailing habit is already developing, so that will kind of layer upon layer, and eventually the pot will disappear, and the pansies will be down this far eventually, tumbling down 30 to 40 centimetres, and of course they've all been grown in this incredible compost.
Well,
that's why they look so fantastic.
So it's perfect for the pansies. Yeah, but deals on your screen. Type in that code to get the best price and to get the free P&P. So YGTV $37.25. Honestly, they're baskets. But when it comes to planting, whether it's the baskets, whether it's anything on the show, the professional compost is an absolute must. The second you put your hand in, you pull some out, you'll know, this is different to what I'm normally used to.
Big time. I'll run through really quickly all the factors concerning this compost. First of all, this compost is peat reduced. It's been peat reduced for a long time. Some of the peat we do use, it's created from renewable sphagnum moss, which is really, really good. We've taken lots of peat out. We've put composted wood fibre in. That does lots of things, but 3 things we point out. It keeps the compost airy, so the air gets down to the roots. The roots can penetrate down through the compost as well. And it just means the water can percolate through. And when the roots get down into this compost, they're going to find loads of these little beads that you see, and they're your slow-release fertiliser. They're going to feed those plants for up to 6 months. There's a wetting agent. So if this does dry out, cheap composts, when you water them, cascades
It's
off.
like dust.
Doesn't
Yeah,
soak
yeah.
in. With this, it's going to soak up the moisture much, much more quickly. pH balance as well. It's not too acid, it's not too alkaline, so it's going to suit the vast majority of plants. And as Stu always says, the value is in the bag, not on the bag. It comes delivered in these white bags to your door in a cardboard box, and you can store this. So if you want to take advantage of this crazy, crazy price at the moment, if you want 6 bags, 8 bags,
stock up.
10 bags of this, stock up now. Keep it somewhere cool, dark and dry. And you could keep this for a good 6 months or even through till next spring if you want to. It will keep.
Well, if you go on the website, £24. But now, today on this live show on YouGarden TV, it's £19.97. Club members, you still get your 15% off. It lowers down to £16.97. Type in the code YGTV3725 and that makes your P&P 0. You don't pay any shipping. So to be completely clear, if you're a club member, delivered to your door, 2 bags for £16.97. It's the most affordable way to get our compost today. People are multi-buying. Well done. Thank you very much indeed. There's so much to compost. There really is. By the way, whilst we're here, the Strulch, it does look nice. And you said it's completely organic.
It is, yeah. It's a mineralised straw. Game changer.
Yeah, people have emailed in saying this is a game changer.
Yeah, game changer. Yeah, this is because somebody contacted me on TikTok and said, "Oh, you're charging that for just a bag of straw." I don't know if they did talk like that, but kind of that's how it made me feel.
Might have done.
And I said, no, it's not just chopped straw. It's actually a mineralised straw. It's a patented product. This as well, made in the UK, organic. And
developed by a British university, I've heard.
Yeah, and when the snails crawl
amazing.
over it, the slugs and snails, they don't like it. They go elsewhere, but it's not toxic. It doesn't kill them. So they're still there for the slugs and they're still there for the hedgehogs to eat and the thrushes and the blackbirds to eat, which is good. In the winter time, it acts like a duvet, keeping the frost out of
nice
the ground.
And cosy.
Yeah, you can walk on it so you don't get muddy boots. It will stop the rain splashing the soil everywhere. In the summer, it will keep the moisture in. It will keep the weeds down. It will keep the slugs and snails away. And as it breaks down as well, what it does, it adds nutrients to the soil. It'll add nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium to the soil and some of the trace elements as well. It will last a good couple of years before you need to top it up. And I think sort of 1 bag off the top of my mind covers an area of about 3 square metres to about 2 to 3 centimetres deep. So really, really good product.
Really good. I mean, honestly, it looks nice too. I love that rustic vibe. You get a lot, Joe. It's a twin pack for £25.47. Free postage and packaging on anything you order from this live show. You just got to type in that offer code. How about that? Brilliant. So yeah, delivered to your door for £25.47. Okay, now we've got the Acca. Now this is actually the lowest price we've ever offered this. So what a morning this has been.
Yeah.
£12.74 for a huge plant, isn't it?
And this, I was going to say at this price, it's not Acca can't, it's Acca do, isn't it? I mean,
I like it, isn't it?
Because this is a really, really big plant for the money. I mean, and it's a stunning
You can't
plant.
teach that comedy. You can't teach that stuff. This is evergreen, is it?
Yeah, evergreen. So this looks good all the year through. And this is another silly drought-tolerant shrub. I know that because in 2022 I went to the Isle of Wight. And I went
I've been there, yeah.
Yeah, and I went to that place where Queen Victoria used to live. I forget the name of it every time. The gardens there were scorched in 2022 because it was so dry. Apart from I saw a huge bed of these, green as you like, flowering away, and they've got the most amazing flowers as well. These almost like avatar kind of flowers.
Yeah.
And also, if you're
look
lucky,
from a different planet, though.
They are.
They are fascinating to look at.
So gorgeous, the flowers. And the kind of the stamens in the middle remind me of those slow-mo videos where you see somebody drop, like a water droplet drops into a pond and then it splashes.
Yes.
You get that splash.
And with those amazing photography you see. So it's like a shot of the water splashing out.
That's what the middle reminds me of.
I
and
like
also,
that.
you get edible fruit on these. They don't taste of pineapple or of guava. Yes, they do. Well, a mix of both, apparently. What I meant to say, it's not a pineapple or a guava, but apparently the fruit is like a hybrid taste of both. Still hunting down somebody to ask if anybody's ever tried the fruit yet.
Yeah.
We're still trying
let
to
us
find
know
someone.
if you can, yeah.
That'll be good.
£12.74 for club members, so it's 680146 here in a 2-litre pot. Right, we've also got the Mojo Berry. Let's recap this. We've only got a couple of minutes left. It's flown by. Thanks so much for joining us. Now, the Mojo Berry, if you're watching this later on the day, if you're watching right now, check out your baskets with this, because this is so pretty. And how high can this get?
Well, that's a good thing. It only gets to 1.2 metres tall, because this is a type of mulberry. If this was a normal mulberry tree, it could get to 15 to 20
and that
foot
gets
tall.
out of hand then, doesn't it?
Big time.
Overtakes, yeah.
You can grow this in a balcony 3 floors up if you want to, in a pot or a container. 30-litre pot, be absolutely fine, no problem at all. You get those gorgeous black sweet fruit that are going to sort of fruit from June through to kind of late summer into the autumn. It's self-fertile, it's hardy, it's got very, very attractive leaves. Just if you want to grow a fruit that's different, unusual, you can eat the fruit fresh, you can make it into jams or preserves. Get hold of one of these. You'll really adore it.
For £11.04, that is fantastic. And Joe, I like it when it's not too manageable. It doesn't go too high, because you have a vision, don't you, when it gets too big and when you have to change your mind. But it's so easy to visualize how this is going to look in months and years to come. So 310092. It's easy to plan. So YGTV 3725 to get that free post and packaging. That's how you get the free shipping. It's brilliant. Joe, thanks so much to everyone's emails and messages. Grimmy's been in touch. Grimmy loves Strulch. Absolutely.
Thanks, Grimmy.
Oh, and Cheryl, we're talking about comforting food in winter. It's not even, well, technically awesome yet, but Cheryl says pork and apple stew with honey glazed dumplings.
Oh, honey glazed dumplings.
A recipe for that? Yeah.
The dumplings are a big thing today, aren't they? There's a lot of people doing dumplings.
It's fascinating. It's delicious.
I love dumplings.
So don't get me talk about food. As you guessed, I'm quite a foodie. But that is fantastic. Do you know what? It's lovely. Well, do you know what? Thanks for your emails too. Do you know what? I love being here because you guys are so inspiring at home. We love seeing your gardens. And when we get an email come in, we can't wait to see the photos. So thanks for all your pictures too. But variety we've had today, Adam, this has been magnificent.
Things to eat. I mean, your own saffron.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Evergreens, flowers that are going to keep going for up to 10 months with those
classic
beautiful cool
roses,
top wave pansies. Yeah, bulbs, standard plants. Goodness me, we've covered the whole gambit today, haven't we?
We have,
really
haven't we? Hanging baskets. So do get those in your basket. You do get that free plant feed, the blooming fast plant feed, when you order any hanging basket from this live show. Now you got a big afternoon ahead, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got a quick turnaround. Stu and I, and at 1 o'clock we're back on for 3 hours with TikTok this afternoon, which would be good.
Fantastic, honestly. Yeah. So do follow Adam there. So that's literally an hour's time.
Yeah,
quick bit of lunch.
So,
few dumplings. In fact, I'm back next Sunday. I'm so pleased to be back here, honestly. I look forward to that. Same time, this time next week, basically. But don't forget, YouGarden TV is every Sunday morning and every Thursday morning too. You can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, of course. You can watch the show back on YouTube too. Right, Adam. Have some lunch. We'll see you this afternoon. I'll see you very, very shortly.
Thanks,
have a lovely day. Thanks for watching. And whatever you're doing, rest of your weekend, have a lovely Sunday. And we'll see you very, very soon. Take care. Bye.
Bye.